Hey, hey. What is up, everybody? Where's my headset? All right. Ugh. What's up, Moth? Fulu, Longsword Larry, Melissa. I see y'all in chat. How y'all doing tonight? What's up, Vent? Let me find my game. I haven't even logged into the game yet. How's everyone today? How's the weekend going for everybody? Oh, God, that was loud. All right, I think I hit the button. There we go. I hit go live in one place, and I did not hit go live in the other place. I have no idea if that matters. Good old OBS. I guess I should actually look that up one day. Why am I getting no sound in my headphone? Oh, because I put on mute earlier. Duh. What's up, Ethan? Shadow, Beast Mode. Beast Mode, didn't I see you in Per Platypus's stream earlier today? What's up, Taylor? Santiago. Anybody get into anything fun this weekend? I saw the new Superman movie. And I will give no spoilers, but I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed it. And my youngest went with me. Oh, now the volume's on. It's too loud. Oh my God. I will learn how to stream one day. There it is. Okay, finally know how to use volume. Got too much time in your hands? Oh my. Jeez. I am like amateur hour. 4:45 a.m. earphone. I cannot fathom getting on a stream at that time in the morning. Let's switch to the game. Interesting. It does not show. Oh, there it is. It was not showing the game for a second there. I got kind of worried. What's up, Kevin? Kevkin? I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Okay, I finally have it all set up. Melissa, you're seeing it tomorrow? Oh, nice. And Fulu, you saw it with your dad? I love that. I think my youngest is going to be my little movie buddy because my daughter's not as interested in all the movies. Like, she'll go and see the new Wicked with me because we all went as a family and saw the first Wicked, and I loved it. My wife was impartial. I loved theater growing up, so for me it was like right up my alley. And so she'll probably do stuff like that. But my youngest, he wants all the action movies, all the superhero movies, and like he was watching, he was like, "Dad, I think that'd be a fun one to see. Dad, I think that would be a fun one to see." And I'm like, "All right, little bear, like I'm on it. Let's do it." Ready for Queen? Same, Melissa. Say, well, I say I'm ready. My gems are not ready. This is not enough to go to pity, especially with a weapon. So my heart, my heart is ready for Queen. I'm watching your friends Thursday. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Do you think Rigi can solo Sinners of Vanity, like solo as in no one else, Richie? I mean, we can go try it. Mine isn't fully leveled, but what level is mine actually? I think mine's at 60 at the moment. But yes, I mean, he actually would be a good pick on there because he's not going to get blocked by the limits for the what's it called, like the elemental stuff. Your gems and tickets already. Nice, nice. You know, I don't know that mine is high enough level for 25, but we can try it. Reverse 1999 collab with Assassin's Creed 2. Ooh, nice. Will your luck run out? So Shadow, tell me about your luck, friend. Like what you can get stuff in like 10 pulls, getting crazy? I have yet to beat 30. 30 was kicking my butt. And I was being stubborn. I wanted to bring Yusuke in it because there is a way you can make Yusuke work in this fight. You just have to time when you do his counters. But I could not beat level 30 at level 70. Santiago, from what I'm hearing, yes, the daily hoot and loot will reset. Yeah, gem drought's going to be likely, Larry, for sure. Oh, do I have enough stamina before I do this? Oh, I do. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so we want a Ryuji team. What's interesting is we're going to take some damage here. The problem is he's not going to be able to easily beat everything outside of the nose. How would I do this? Well, first of all, we need to switch our guys around. So we need that, this, because he'll give attack, and we'll go with defense down. Let's just see what happens on a level 25 with Ryuji. Again, I should be level 70 if I was really taking this seriously, but I just want to see what kind of damage he'll do. Fox on single pulls. Fulu, that's amazing. Yusuke in 10, Shadow. God, you guys. Oh my god. Okay, I also have not leveled up my Leon to 70 yet. I'm in a drought of materials, so I have a lot of 70s. I do not have enough materials to keep going to 70 on a lot of people. Oh, this is going to be really interesting. So I don't need a crit. I just wanted to start off with an attack buff. Let's do this to start. You can auto with Jokum Naminan. Yeah, I usually run my Fox team on it, but I do it not on auto because I can get it quicker that way when I'm actually paying attention. I was doing it during the podcast today when we were filming, and I wasn't. Oh yeah, Kampaku gems, Fulu. I was not efficient, we'll say. I didn't time like my taking down of the nose. It's pretty embarrassing, but you guys will get to see that on the podcast because I'm like talking with Perplatypus while I'm trying to do the fight. Taylor, thank you for that. I'm glad that you like the videos. All right, so here, let's focus that down. What's up, Falcon? Not running any heals in here really is going to hurt. Your password? I don't know if I need your password there, buddy, or what it would be for. God, Leon's gonna die, like, in the next turn. Queen is still good without her weapon. Yeah, she's still good. I mean, it's like every 5-star. They're better with their weapon, but they're still great without them. Look at you, Showtime Doctor. What are you talking about? You're my nerd. Soy's actually good here, too, because he's physical. All right. What do I want to do here? Joker on Minami. That'll work, too. That's not really going to help anything there, so let's go with this. And then... Oh, wait. Let me think about this, because Ryuji's going to kill that. But he'll probably instantly revive it. So I'm going to... Do I want to save that? No, I want to use this, because then I want to follow it up with this highlight. I was able to kill the nose and 2 eyes while the mouth was still alive, and it counts as a win, and I'm still confused. That is weird. Yeah, I don't know why that would count as a win. All right, Ultima Booster. Why did the chick... Taylor... Oh, I actually... I can't say it on stream. 99... Wow, nice, Ryuji. Taylor, I would like to hear your reason as to why the chicken crossed the road. Do. Icy defense. Let's get some health back, please. Mostly for Leo, because he is going to die. I could have brought a healing guy on him, and I didn't, which maybe would have been smarter. Will, let me think about this. Because I want to kill the nose and then instantly go for the mouth. But the problem is I'm not going to be able to make Ryuji target the mouth. Or, actually, you know how I can do that? I can do that. Hold on. Put that on. And then I'm actually going to target the mouth. And then I'll just use Soy to kill the nose. That's right, give him some damage. That's fine. I can live with that. Just don't kill Leo. Oh my god, he's got like 2 hit points left. Oh man, this is... I definitely could use a little bit more buffer. Also, my Ryuji has no cards on him right now. Oh wow, we're hurting. We are hurting. Okay, so we're going to live dangerously. What's up, Alex? The coins from the shop, I don't know if they'll do like they've done in some other events where you can trade those in for Kompaku gems or not. I'm not specifically sure on this event. Do 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 do. He does not have a defense down anymore. And I definitely want that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, but I can't make Ryuji do his highlight here. Can I one-shot it? I kind of want to keep Ryuji's highlight ready. I'm going to try something here. I mean, if I don't kill him now, then Ryuji's going to die anyways. 75k? All right. But he's going to revive it because of stupid eyeballs. Okay, so now we're going to come back into this. Did he not kill it? He's just shortly off of it. Ah, crap. Okay, so what we can do here... Will you please take it down? This guy like 1 health left? Okay, he's down. Okay. You... So we should have Seashell up. All right, and then... Do I have an AoE on this team? Yeah, they absorb that. Yeah, just crap damage. Crap damage. How do I want to play this before they revive something? His attack's going to do nothing. Mostly because I haven't leveled it. Oh, I'm going to have to do this. Which I also have not leveled that skill either. You haven't slept? Man, get some rest. If I was 70, I know for a fact I could beat this. That's the worst part. Okay, and I still am going to have the issue with damage here. I still think this might be the play, though. Can you do something worth a damn? No, you cannot. Oh, my God. All right, who can do damage here? So you can do a little bit. Ryuji can finish him off for sure. I don't think he'd finish him off. Yeah, I'm level 60 on these characters. Well, I think my Soy is level 70, but Leo and Ryuji are level 60 at the moment on the level 25. But someone asked if you could solo it with Ryuji, and honestly, if I'm getting this far at level 60, then the answer is yes. Let's see. Normally I can do this really quickly with my level 70 team. So we're going to go into this, because I forget where I'm at as far as moves, because I wasn't paying attention. I think if I leveled up skill 1 as well, that would have been much better. Yeah, damn it, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, that's all right. We know what to do now. So now I need to actually get safe for a second. Oh, Skull can do some real damage. Like, he's one of my favorite characters to use. So we're going to switch back over and get ourselves a debuff going again. And I'm going to prep Ryuji into the mouth, I think. Feels like forever since you started playing the game. It feels like it's a lot longer than a month. It really does. Which I guess I don't hate. I do love this game. Just reached 68 earlier today. Nice. Okay. He's going to res something, isn't he? No. Okay, that's good. All right, so Ryuji will kill. Fire damage to all foes. Increased damage taken. It's that or Yanosek. I think I'm going to go with this. God, his damage sucks. Rocky, I would if I didn't want to lose this particular fight. It shouldn't, what you said though, it shouldn't do. There we go. Okay. That's what we needed. Just for the hell of it to be safe, I'm putting this back on. But the eye just died, so it didn't matter anyways. I would say here we're best off giving a little bit more room for damage. Oh. Okay, Wonder. I was talking so much crap and you just like hit him with the 25k. So there you go. There's your answer. So to show you the team, Leo and Ryuji there were both level 60. I want to say my Soy is level 70. I think I just started working on him. Let me see. No, yeah, so this was my whole level 60 crew. So all of them are level 60. And that was the level 25 version of whatchamacallit. The best team for this, that Ryuji team actually went pretty smooth. I would, if they were 70, I would consider running that Ryuji team. But you could, I would say if you alternate your elements, so you have like a curse. So like someone was talking about An and Joker earlier. I think that'd be a good team. I personally use my Fox team for it. And so my Fox team is Minami, Fox, Yukimi, and Puppet as my Navi. Yeah, Ryuji does a lot. Like a lot of people, I think, sleep on him, but you really have to be more dangerous. Like you saw me playing him with Leo and they both went low in health. What weapon? I just have his 4-star. I don't even have his 5-star. Same with, actually, I have Leo's 5-star because I got it when I lost my 50-50 the other day. But my Soy also only has his 4-star. Joker, on Morgana, Puppet. First of all, that's a fun team. Crichton. Good persona to use on the Palace 2 boss fight. I guess it depends on your level, but I don't know that a persona in particular is the make or break there. I usually like to run things that can amp my offense and then do a little bit of defense down type stuff. So anything with like a Raccoonda would be good. And then something to give yourself crit. So you could have like a Succubus or, if you're tier 5, you can do the, what the heck is the guy's name? Kukomin, the one that I always use that I can never remember the name of. This guy. Kumo Kuten. With a 60 team. Nice, Ren. Nice. Yeah, you get a damage boost and damage reduction on the stamina. Yeah, I don't know that team could have taken it as the challenge mode. How many hours do you have logged on Steam? So I play off of Google, so I don't know. I don't have I'm not playing on Steam. But also beast mode, like it's never... It's not like a one-to-one makes sense to compare my time or most content creators' time because you have no idea like how much time I stare at my computer like to film something. Or like, for example, when Per Platypus and I filmed today, the podcast, once I edited it, was 45 minutes. But him and I were probably talking for 30, 40 minutes before just shooting the shit because we're friends. And then we probably talked another 20 minutes after, and the whole time my client was open. So like there's a lot of stuff like that I'm doing. Or if I'm making a character guide, like whenever you see me go into fights, like I have to come into the metaverse, I have to go into Realm of Repression, I have to find my fight. And so all that is like not real playtime. And then I go into the fight and then I back out of it because I'm like filming. So like I would probably say my actual playtime is less than half of whatever logged hours I have. Yeah, so earphones got the right of it. Like Ryuji takes a lot of time to set up and Queen can just walk in and smack things. So, she, unless it's like, nuke null or drain or something like that, she is almost always going to be the better play. All right, so today what I was going to do, because you guys saw it, I need to save some gems. Because I've got too many people I want to pull, and I definitely cut into my resources pulling for Fox, which is fine, right? I mean, that's what we all do. But I need to go finish his event because I haven't actually played the stages yet. I've done the boss fight, obviously, you just saw it. And I've done the first painting, whatever you want to call this, and I've done none of the actual stages. So I am going to run these today. Well, however many I get through. I don't know, I'll get through them all. Oh, I have to go with this. Can I at least get a decent weapon? Thank you. And I'll keep those personas. Oh, earphone. I bet you have a ton of time over there. I'm sure I have a lot of time on my KR account. Yeah, the Google client's nice too because it seems like their gem costs or whatever you want to call it, their shop costs seem to be the lowest I've seen. Some packs are the same, like the $5 pack for the monthly gem pass is the same on iOS as it is on Google. But then some of like the special packs are cheaper on Google for some reason. I don't know why. You might want Queen and hopefully get Vino. Yeah. Queen and Vino are like high priority to me. Not because they are the absolute best meta that lasts forever. They're not, Cord is more impactful, frankly. But I love that team. I love my Haru team. I love my Violet team. Like those are ones I just enjoy playing. And so I want to get them again. Could you explain to me why Rin fell in the TW tier list? I have A6 Rin. Oh my God. First of all, awesome on an A6 Rin. Brown, I would guess that, and I don't know because I don't really follow too many tier lists specifically, but if I were to take a guess, and Earphone probably knows better than I do, it's probably just because you have better debuffers now. So you have the likes of like Howler, for example. And so, outside of like a purely curse team, you could probably just get better debuffs. Barry's been a blast. I can't wait for Barry. She just looks cool too. Like I like the style, like that gothic style with the ghosts and stuff when she does her moves. I think that's just so cool looking. Does Leon die a lot in Palace 2? I'm a terrible person to ask because I accidentally like overdid it on Palace 2. Leo definitely is squishy. You can get around a little bit of that by building max HP on him. But he's very much like Closer. Like those two are always squishy characters. And sometimes it just is bad luck where he'll get focused down. I think otherwise, if you have a shielder or you have a healer, as long as he doesn't get focused down in a single round, you can usually bring him back up. She is a year and a half out. Yeah, Fulo. I mean, they may be speeding up the content, but we don't know exactly yet. But she'll be a ways off nonetheless. How far out is Cord? So we should have Makoto on the 3rd. Then you would have, in theory, you'd have Phoebe next. So 2 weeks after that. And then it would be Cord right after that, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Earphone is like, even if you have Rin, you've got the likes of like a Howler. Every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. I really want Howler in the future. There's no way I'm going to have like enough gems to pull every single character unless luck is like everything's like a 10 pull. But Howler is one I would love to pull for, but I think I may end up having to be stuck with waiting for her to go to standard. You need Yochisune so bad. Yeah. Howler's cool looking. I mean, she suffers the same thing that An does, that she's going to have like a broken back by the time she's 40, just by the way that she stands, but she's a cool character. What characters would I recommend? So Ethan, if you're going for meta in the nearer future, because I don't want to tell you to do something a year from now, I would definitely say not Closer. Cord and Futaba are way up there. I personally like Makoto as a single target person and Haru as an AoE, but you could probably look at Summer Closer as AoE as well if if you don't have a good AoE yet. But Cord and Futaba are definitely two of the most impactful at this stage of the game, and they carry even into current content. So they're not like outshone instantly, for any foreseeable future. Now, Anj is a great Navi, so I mean, she obviously puts competition against Futaba, but you also need more than one navigator for different modes, so you're fine. Yeah, 4 stars are going to go into general. I wouldn't worry about that. Double support meta is kind of coming because we're having 3 more original units, not counting Summer Marion, which Summer Marion looks really good. Any personas learn charge. I know that there is concentrate. Oh, I can't think of one off the top of my head that learns charge. Doesn't mean it's not there. I just can't think of one. Oh, you can't think of one either, Beast? Yeah, of course, Ethan. That's what I'm here for. Here to answer questions and hang out and have fun and give you old man tangents and, you know, life stories that you probably didn't ask for. That's the MO. How good retrograde card is. So retrograde card JC is meant to, so if you, let's say you leveled a gold card up to level 25, you know how when you level up, you get random stats that get increased. So like you have your 4 stats and maybe like the second one gets an increase. The retrograde card just says, bring me back to level 0, refund my materials, and let me try that again. So it's like if you have something with all the right stats, but you get the wrong rolls, it's a good way to reset it and then try it again. Sorry, I'm actually trying to read the story in English as well, because I've only done it in KR. Thankfully, I can read fast. Cord or Makoto? I mean, technically, if you have to pick between the two, I'd pick Cord. She just helps so many teams, whereas Makoto is like her team, right? So Makoto's the DPS, whereas Cord can go into like just about every team. There's a couple I wouldn't put her in, but like for the most part, she's there. I hope Cord is not that quick. Yeah, I mean, if they keep the schedule, then she'll be 2 patches after. Here's my only real concern. Let me double check, 'cause I do have the banners on my other screen. Yeah, because it's Fox, Makoto, Phoebe, Cord is the original order. Here's what I would tell you to be cautious of that we just don't know. They haven't said anything. My worry is that a way that they'll speed up the content is just like they had Minami come when Yui comes or came. I'm worried that either Phoebe could come with Makoto. I would hope not. Or they might bring Cord forward and have her come with Phoebe. That could be the curveball we don't see coming. So just keep an eye out. No one has said, like, there's been no like dev chat that's told us this, but I would definitely say it's tough. Makoto's greater than Cord plus Phoebe. Earphone, you do not believe that, do you? Wait, are you talking about someone else? Makoto's great. I mean, there's a reason I want her. But if I think about a character that is more impactful to the overall game, I would say it's Cord. Phoebe's good, but I'm going to wait for her to hit standard eventually, 700 years from now. But also Makoto's Makoto, so there's that. Like, Makoto's just awesome, just in general. What new 5-star does nuke damage? Makoto does. So she'll be coming out on the 3rd or 4th. I'd have to check. If you go to the event, like, you can flip it, and it'll tell you when she comes. Well, it tells you when the next stage is, which is when she comes out. They just haven't technically said that. No, you're saying banner. Oh, you're saying Makoto, then Cord plus Phoebe. Okay. I thought you were trying to say Makoto is better than Cord. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I know you know the game. I know you know the game. I actually really like the original characters in this game. To your point, Fulu. Zex, they do not need to be A1. So both of mine are A0. I do have both their weapons, but both of mine are A0 on the other account. Cord has a really good A1. Like, I don't know if you saw my pull plan video, but if it wasn't for some of the choices, and honestly, I just don't want to go broke playing the game, I would actually pay into getting Cord into A1. And it's still very tempting to me. And so the way Core's A1 works is basically her buff that you put on characters, she'll start by giving the person, I think, with the highest attack that buff, but then also gives them crit rate increase. And so that's pretty damn strong, honestly, to add to her kit because her kit's phenomenal to begin with. I I want to say Makoto's allows her to start in her Iron Will mode on her first churn, so it's technically a DPS increase. I don't think it's necessary, and I think it's skippable. Would it be nice to have? Yes. Would I chase it? No. And this is coming from someone who loves playing the character. Was there going to be another live stream? I don't know if they're doing a live stream for every single patch, but if they are, then they're going to be doing it probably... Let's see, this launched Thursday, so not next week, but the week after would be my guess, if they keep the same kind of schedule. Yeah, so Fulu, their packages are just for the standard 5-star units. So like I'm sitting on... Actually, I need to see if it's expired. But I have the Rin one, because I ended up pulling her the other day if you're on the stream. Oh, you were on the stream. But when I pulled her, you know, it popped up the whole, it's like $16.50 or something like that, or $16.99. It's so tempting, because I really do like Rin. But I'm like, oh, I don't know that I can justify dropping $17 on a standard banner character for an A1, but they have not done it for, like, you didn't get it for Yui, you didn't get it for Joker. So I don't think they'll do it for the limiteds. If they did it for the limiteds, I would have bought it for Joker, I would have bought it for Yui, and I would have bought it for Fox. Those would be very valuable from a cost perspective, because you're guaranteeing a pull at that point. You can see the sunlight out of the window, earphone. My God, man. Okay, I can't do that like I used to do it. I used to stay up. Well, I also used to work overnights at a hospital when I was younger. So like staying up all night was not a big deal. Now being up all day was, but yeah, it's been a long time since I intentionally stayed up through the night to watch the sunrise. Tell you what, maybe if I hit 10K subs one day, maybe that'll be it. Maybe I'll do like a 12-hour stream. I don't think I could do a 24-hour, to be honest with you guys, but maybe I'll do a 12-hour and we can watch the sunrise from behind my pinball machine there. You still need Rin, Melissa? Oh dear. You got to get her. It's going to happen. I mean, worst case, you can get her for the 300, but it'd be nice for you to get her sooner. Not going to lie, she did help my scores out in Guild Mode, whatever it's called. Is there any chest out here? I don't think so. Let's walk up here. I love the stage, just the aesthetic of it. But I also have an art background, so... Oh, is this going to make me go around the side anyways before I go walking over there? Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, wait. I thought it just said I couldn't get in there. I'm going to have to go back outside. Let's see. Is there a significant quality difference between Rin and Soy's 5-star weapon? So Soy's allows his heal to extend to somebody else. I forget what else it does. Rin's, I want to say, does something with like another soup type thing. I need to go look at what hers is specifically. I do know I looked at it when I looked for my backups, and I still kept Soy's. I'm probably way younger than most of you are thinking. You know, I've honestly never once thought about your age, earphone. But let's be crazy. I'm gonna call you 16, just to say that you're younger. If you're younger than everyone's thinking, I'm gonna go super young and call you 16. Yeah, being up past midnight is definitely tough. Get a sale to dupe her. Oh man, I totally missed something. Isn't Quarter standard units? No, she is not. She's a limited. Girl, your back has got to hurt. Barring Rin from the Companion, yeah. That's what I was doing up until I just got her. Yes, Fox. I love Fox. Soy 5-star also lowers defense. That's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, that's probably why I kept it on my banner. I did get Leo's though, so I'm definitely not upset at that at all. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he hits up with what, 4 total defense debuffs? I think it is. Wait, one, two. Well, 4 because I run his card set to have the 4th one. Yeah, and then you can toss like a Raccoon on too, so you can have like 5 defense debuffs. It's ridiculous. Severely underestimated the increase of damage that Rin makes on a Joker team. Yeah, dude, she is legit. And versus Howler posture competition. You know what? They're keeping chiropractors in business, is what it is. Damn, you already hit the 300 selector. Did you use gems then, beast mode? Because I don't think I've missed anything for gold cards, and I'm not even close to 300. You can measure it with a protractor, yeah. And then tell me they didn't know what they were doing when she's like on weakness and she's got her butt sticking in the air. Like, that's intentional. Are summer characters worth it to pull? So I don't know if Summer Moko will get her buffs, but everyone else has been getting their buffs now, so that's going to be really crazy if she does. But I would say Summer Closer is a really good AoE damage dealer, especially if you have Marion. But I don't think she's necessary. I'm skipping her. I would like to get her, but I have to save gems somewhere. I went through all of my KR account without her. So, I mean, be that for what it is. Obviously, during her cycle, she'll be really good, just like any character when they come out. But I would say if you're going for Haru, I would be one to say go for Summer Moko. Plus, you can use Summer Moko in other teams anyways. I think both are technically skippable, but I would say Summer Moko with Haru, Summer Closer if you don't have a great AoE yet. You build every character to 70. I will eventually. I don't have the mats for it yet. Ren is the best AoE debuffer before Howler. Yeah. Inexplicable creature. Fox has got to have some good lines in here. All right, Lufel. Joker is really my only other damage dealer besides On, so yeah. Earphone, remind me, what were the buffs for Summer Moko? Having a good Moko is a reason all itself. Yeah, because then you can keep the other one permanently benched since you can't run them on the same team. Yeah, Haru Mesa. And I honestly I treat Summer Moko as Haru's 5-star weapon. Like, that's how I think of her. Just like I think that like that for Vino with Makoto. Dude. Sorry if I've missed anybody's questions, by the way. Feel free if you have a question to tag me. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. I know some people get bothered by that, but I'm like, I'm here to talk to you, so why would I care? Oh, Fox. They knew both Mokos would be too powerful in the same team. Yeah, they didn't want to break the whole game with 2 characters. Moko at Social Link 16 already. Nice. My I think my rope is either about to be 16 or about to be 17, one or the other. That's my highest one. I'm trying to get her to the rank where she's like your exclusive attendant, because then you get like an achievement that gives you a couple gems. They're just in a palace just chatting about like ramen and art. Well, Futaba would be released very soon, Dre. So, because if we have, let me see, we've got the summer units and then Futaba, I think. No, then Mesa, then Futaba. I think the worst case would be late in the year, but I think they're going to speed it up. So it may be sooner than what was originally thought to be. Yimrope is also 16. Nice. Not sure how you're still playing global. Devs have been scumbags. I definitely don't like all the choices they've made. So, I'm not like in the full camp of like they're the best people ever or best decision makers ever. I don't try to make it about a person. But I still have fun with global. I think they have a chance to still do better. And I'm old enough to give people time. Like, time is a different relativity to me now that I'm old. And so, I have the patience. I've also got enough kids to make me patient. So I think that that factors into it, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't write something off of one or two mistakes. And God, if you knew my actual past, like the mistakes I've made in life, like if people just wrote people off for mistakes, like I'd have nobody in my life. So I can sit back and have patience for others because people have given me patience. Like I said, old man tangents, you come here for those, right? 4-star Moko guide. I will eventually get every guide moth. It's just a matter of I can only do so many videos a week, just nature of time. And so I'm trying to prioritize the things I see that come up in the comments the most frequently. So like people have been asking me for the rank 6 persona guide. And so I've been working on that in the background. Obviously with Fox coming out, people want the Fox guide, which is ironic because it's like one of my worst performing videos. But yeah, so I try to listen to what people are asking for and then try to prioritize what I see the most questions on. Or if I see something like, I kept seeing people in Discord not understanding like the limited event rewards you get for this event. So I, put that video out the other day because I'm like, hey, I don't want people to miss out. Oh my God, I love these two. I'm just going to be on like this one mission all night, apparently. All right, what else we got in here? Soy, Chef Path. When she used her second skill, it used to only buff EHR and attack. Now, second skill can make her DPS deal 30% more damage. Oh, that is good. That is really good. And that's A0. That's at A0. That's really good at A0. Old man tangents are to be treasured. Thank you. I need more content about the train mode. Yeah, you know what? I was actually playing it last night. I was doing the all ice run for difficulty 6. I brought my Fox team through it. It was fun. I wanted to auto through it because I couldn't just automatically kill everything, and the fights took so long to set on auto, but I was just chatting on Discord while it was happening. Yeah, Fulu, I don't know how to take their statement if it's everyone has a 6-month wait or if so many of them will hit the anniversary. Because remember, there's also ones later, like Cherish, for example. And so they may reverse course by then and say, you know what, we'll just do it from Nanami, not the others. Like, there's so much that could happen. I'm curious how they want to handle it. Oh yeah, Mithras is a good persona for that team, Shadow. Fox's unyielding determination for ramen is, yeah, it's amazing. Heard that Taiwan server has 7 limited in a row. You know what's funny? I could have sworn in a live stream they said they weren't going to put a bunch of like limiteds like that back to back, and then that's all they've basically done. The 4-star. Here's the thing. Yeah, I should put out a disclaimer. Like, if I make the 4-star Moko guide, like I have to have 40,000 subscribers that day. Like, it's got to be like a celebration at that point. Do you think Joker and Shun would get along well? Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, he could help him make curry, right? So he's basically Yusuke if he had enough money for food. Yeah. Joker should make tons of coffee. Yeah. Okay, I love coffee. I would love to have like the coffee they portray in Persona 5. I must have that ramen. Yes, Fox. Be determined. Forget saving your friends. Get that ramen. Yeah, I think they're definitely going to feel a hit, Fulu. As far as, yes, I got to go back in there and go and get the actual treasures. I knew they were outside too. But people are spending less. I've even said it for myself. Like, I am not going to go as hardcore into the A1s that I was going to do until I understand what they're doing with the economy on the game. So it's not, it's not lost on me that a lot of people will spend less money. And money, and I don't know if you want to call it subscribers or players or whatever, that's going to speak louder than anything else. Let's see. Yeah, Rue, I wish they would do that, but I don't see a world where they put the limited characters on the standard banner. That just it throws too many wrenches in their system to do that. Yeah, I hope they pivot on next stream too again. So depends on if whale spenders change. I think the top whales are still going to spend just as much money as they always were because they were never worried about getting or not getting the characters. They were going to get them regardless. So I don't think you're going to see a huge shift, in that realm. But I think it's a death by 1,000 cuts. It's people like me who would have like spent another $40 here or there that aren't going to do it. And so I think you take that times, enough players and it starts to get noticed. Yeah, EHR and global is ailment accuracy. You'll have to forgive people like me because like I'm so used to the old terms. Like I still say damage bonus instead of attack multiplier plus. You catch me, my guides do it all the time. And so there's some terms that just they stick with me, like penetration instead of what do they call it in this game or on this side? It's not penetration. It's like pierce rate or something like that. I've got a year of KR almost in the back of my head. Can't wait to see no additional resources and back-to-back accelerated banners. That's what worries me, honestly, is, and I talked a little bit about it on the podcast today. You guys will see it tomorrow at its usual time. But it's not as simple as if you double the speed of release that you doubled the resources. The way dailies play into things makes that a bit different of a mathematical game. And I don't know that they'll adjust it well enough. But also, we don't know how fast they intend to speed things up either. He's going to be waiting on that ramen for weeks, yeah. Friends, teammates, to hell with that. Slide, that is one of my next videos to make is the level 6 personas. I keep looking over because it's literally on my notepad next to me. I hope, fingers crossed, I can film it tomorrow. If not, Monday or Tuesday. I saw someone playing TW with translation mod and the move brain shake in English was translated to cerebral palsy. No way. That's messed up. Some of the translations in the translation pack honestly cracked me up. Pen is Pierce in this. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, see, it's like little stuff like that I always kind of lose my remembrance on. Can I switch? Because these guys are going to be easy. This is a weird team. Oh, but I have to bring them. Okay, whatever. Yeah, attack multiply plus has got to be the absolute dumbest choice. Because like I had so many questions when the game first came out of like, what's the difference between attack and attack bonus plus? And I'm like, I had to go figure it out. Like I had no idea what they were trying to say with that. Yeah, just chill and call it a bonus. Bonus, I don't know why damage bonus had to go away. Like that was such a normal thing to call it. All right, let's see if I can hopefully not miss too many things on my first walkthrough. To be fair, it's such a weird way to describe. Yeah, it really is. Because it's not even attack multiplier that it's plussing. It's just bonus damage at the end. Because like it works on like, for example, Fox, and he's not scaling off of attack. I've definitely played worse, Fulu. I've definitely played worse games than this one when it comes to greed. I've played better ones too. So, I mean, it goes both ways. Buffs are greed, though. What's the difference between attack and attack multiplier plus? Attack is the actual raw stat. So, if you look at your character sheet, you have an attack stat. Damage, well, attack multiplier plus, otherwise known as bonus damage, is applied later in the damage calculation, and it's a percentage increase on the damage itself. So they function doing two different things. Some crazy translations. You know what else, Shadow? Like, I laugh at some of the things they call the Phantom Thieves. It's like Phantom Thieves. I've seen it said as dorks, goths, and a couple others. And I'm like, first of all, just pick one. But some of it's really, really funny when I watch the translations. Rua, I would have to check the damage calculation. It's out there. But I would have to actually look it up to see what the math on it is. But they changed the Pierce formula later on when Anj comes out, and they make it so that it's not conflicting with defense down, so it ends up making it a better stat. Pulled 500 times in 2 years and you still don't have somebody? Jesus. Honestly, I don't know why they feel the need to speed things up. I mean, I know why they said. I mean, they said it's because they don't want people to get spoiled, you know, with palaces and stuff like that from the other versions, which fine. Like, I'm not going to say that they're lying or anything like that. It's not that serious to me. But I do think, wait, can I go in here now? I do think it's unnecessary. Because I think there's people like me who play or have played multiple versions, and some people in the community that are going to check out both versions. But I think your average player is going to play it on global and isn't going to think twice about trying to find spoilers from the CN version. Like, it's such a weak argument for me. The barrels in Memento said a slut. Wow. Oh, when Turbo came out, not Anj. Okay, thank you. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. If I remember the damage formula correctly, though, you can't reduce someone to below 0% defense. I could be wrong. I haven't like fully deeply read the formula in a couple weeks. But we had some people in Discord. We were looking at it, and they were building like spreadsheets and stuff. And so we were doing some testing on it. I shouldn't say like I didn't do as much of it. Like I messed around in the math a little bit, but I didn't actually go through and do the level of commitment that they did. Yeah, but I mean, the only way, Lucha, that they could really alter that is if we're like truly caught up. Like, I think the 1 week difference between CN and KRTW is one thing, because it's almost like a sneak peek. We're not like 7 patches away where like you really know the value, like obviously global is. So they'd have to get somewhere in that realm, or maybe a 2 week or 1 patch cycle, like the 3 weeks. Because here's the thing is like everybody's good in their cycle. And so it's hard to judge a character strictly on their cycle because you don't know what's coming right after that. And I think you can do quite a bit to get someone in that realm. Oh yeah, these stupid cameras. But even if they're still 2 months away, it's still too much foresight. And I don't think it helps them at that point. Okay, so this is just the same mechanic as before. You'll be browsing YouTube and someone will have it as a title of their video. Oh, that's true. You know, people will have it in their titles. I didn't think about that, but that's a very fair point. Oh, get off of that. Yeah, Moth, I was actually saying that to Perplatypus earlier today, is... Oh, I just switched my screens. Hold on. Is, you know, I could see it making more sense for them to do something like that, where it's like catch up the palaces so that your palaces aren't behind. And then maybe, like, because you can't really speed this content up because it comes with characters very specifically, as you can all, you know, kind of tell. Oh, I'm like sitting there hitting the wrong... I'm trying to like hit him, I'm hitting the wrong button. But like get the palaces caught up maybe. I'd have to sit back and really think through like what that does from a character release schedule. But then let the banners come out when they come up. They should model their content on making the characters more valuable longer. Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely some that have fallen behind, but yeah, see, they did that pose on purpose. Like, she's dying. Her back hurts so much. God, I'm such an old man. But I will say that a lot of characters are still pretty valuable, and you can still make them work, which is nice. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Earphone. I think the meta is not what people expect it to be in terms of other games. Like, there were people in the city of Final Fantasy that if you had them, like, oh, what is his name? From, oh, now I'm forgetting the name. Mashima? What the hell was his name? He had like the drill thing. In any case, if you pulled him, like you were solid for like 7 months. Like he could just be your DPS. When this game, you don't really have that same paradigm, which I actually appreciate. Yeah, some of the translation stuff out is hard in the other versions for sure. Also, there's a difference between translating and localizing, and so I think to really get the full enjoyment of the story, it's better to have it in a written to a language that you would naturally, understand. Obviously, the localizations here are going to feel different than what I was reading on the KR server. The other thing too is meta or not. I still vote for fun. My team for the cert fight for the guild battle was Fox with I'm spacing her name, but the blessed girl, not Minami, the other one that goes with Fox, and Yui. Like just for the hell of it, that was the team I ran, and I got like 15 million. It was a ton of fun. Like hell yeah. There's probably, and Earphone could probably tell you who it is. There's probably a better team that can get a higher score. But did I have fun playing that team? I absolutely did. Like, why am I not going to use the characters that I pulled for it? Where is the stupid treasure chest? Oh, it's right there. Okay. And so again, like with this game, if you're not pushing for the absolute top tier, just play the characters that you have fun with. Pull the ones you want. I don't love the idea of like skipping, you know, 7 months without pulling. Like I think that you're kind of shortchanging your own fun there. But I don't think you need to pull for every meta unit just because me or somebody else says that they're meta. Oh yeah, no, Missidian has the right of it, Earphone. Like leaderboard rewards truly are just for bragging. Yeah, you might get like 50 coins here and there, for being at like the top, like tier 8, 1%, but not enough that you should really care about it. Yuki, yes, beast mode Yuki, thank you. What is R6? R6 is a fully leveled up weapon. So you have all the copies, just like an A6 would be for the characters. God, if Yui got follow up on Fox's counters, that team would be broken. Because you could do a lot with that. Funny you say Earphone is a perfect guy. Did he post a guy for that fight already? Fox, Yuki, Rin. Okay, yeah, see, and I used Yui. Like, and I had so much fun with it. But this is exactly my point is you've got someone like Earphone who's like a master at these fights who can tell you there's a better team. But guess what? I'm still top 1% on my fun team. So take it for what it is. Right. I had fun with it. Could I do better? I absolutely could do better. Am I still up there? Sure am. And even if I wasn't up there, even if I was like top 50%, I wouldn't care. There was a fun team to run. Most free to play team is Fox, Yuki, Cattle. I could see that one. Yeah. Yeah, isolate for sure. This game is very, very good about letting you play who you want. There's a couple fights that obviously like you can't bring someone in as a drain content. Like you do get stuck on some of that. But that's not that there's not much content that does that. Do we know if speed increases evasion and accuracy? I thought it did. Let's check. I can't remember where they show it or if I had to find it outside of the game. Let's check my Rin. Oh yeah, because they don't tell it here. Because why would you make your stats transparent? I thought it helped your evasion. I'm trying to think of where I would have seen that. Earphone, is your yep for me saying that the speed increases evasion? I know my Rin dodges a lot of crap and she's got high speed. Yes, people should go for fun, not meta. Earphone, do you know off the top of your head an answer to Beast? I can go try to find it on Discord. I just don't want to bore you guys with me like searching Discord right now. I was fairly certain it affects at least evasion. I don't know so much about accuracy. Sukukaja skills. Good call. Who has one off the top of my head? There is a group 5 that has it. Nope, wrong spot. Oh, you're saying because if you look at Sukukaja, it doesn't say anything about accuracy and evasion. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, you'll never beat the whales. You absolutely won't. You don't think any stats help with dodging? Okay, I may be misremembering or thinking about it from a classic Persona game then from that perspective. I don't know if the shop resets or not. I didn't think it did, but I don't know for sure. Ba-da-ba. Where was that? I was in events. Yeah, so by the way, this is when the next one comes out, the 3rd, which is when we should be getting good old Queen over here. Oh, I was going to see if there was like a thing that says, but this ends at 24 days. I'm guessing it doesn't. Because this says that it all comes from the same arcs, from the museum and the bank arc. So I don't suspect it will, but I would love it if it does. Interesting team. Let's go with it. Why not? It's not hard content anyways. What is the average level I should be right now? Whatever you want to push for. 59 is fine. 59 is fine. It's not like you're going to be greatly missing out on something. Like you don't like unlock like some super mode or anything like that by getting to 60 or 70 or 80 right now. So like wasting a bunch of stamina refreshes for that wouldn't do anything for you. Infrared, blah, 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 blah. Don't care. Can't say people like that are useful for me, though. Can't. Oh, you're talking about the meta people. I mean, at the same time, I will say I love whales. Like, some people like to hate on it, but I love the fact that you've got somebody who's that invested in the game that they're basically funding our enjoyment. Yeah, Genso. Oh, yeah, let me see if it's even. You know what? I'll come back to this. I don't even know if mine is still there or if it expired already. No, so I still have it, but like, how long is it? Oh, 1 day. So I've got another day to decide if I want to spend probably $17 with tax. It's just so tough because she's a standard unit. I do love her A1 though. That's why like I was not conflicted about anyone else, but she is one where I'm like, ooh, because I won't pull in a standard banner for a long time. But I also know I can get her A1 from the 300 selector. So it's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Chances are I'll be indecisive and then I just will never get it. That's my MO right there. Yeah, take your time and enjoy it. There's literally no reason to rush through it in this game. I mean, it literally says take your time. How often? Every time like you load into something. Any reason to save marathon energy? Is that the one for city activities? Because what I did yesterday is I actually burned all of mine except for 5 because I like to have a couple in case I want to do like a, a certain confidant. But I had like 22, I think, and I burned almost all of them last night, except for, like I said, those 5. Because no, there's not like really a time when you're like, I need to, rush down this thing over here. Sometimes it's nice to have them when you have a new confidant launch, but that's about it. How's my night going? It's going well, Robot. Very well. Luck has been insane. 20 pulls for Marion, 10 for Fox. Jesus, that is really good. Any more level gates? Not that I know of. I don't think the level gate was there on CN either, by the way. I was reading somewhere someone said that that wasn't there before, and I don't remember ever being gated. You hit 60 today, feel like you pushed my power. Yeah, so I mean, anytime you hit those level 10 blocks, you definitely get a spike going up like the 60 to 70, 70 to 80. But the problem is the materials. Like the crunch from 60 to 70 is harsh, and it's so much worse 70 to 80. Like it takes a while to level your characters from 70 to 80. I wish the story content auto-selected your idols so that way you don't miss out on their weapon awarenesses. Oh, yeah. That's a good point, Drew. You're talking about like if you have a more leveled version. Yeah. It may not be a day. It's probably 17 hours. Yeah, it's probably something small like that. Yeah, it's you know what? If that pack was $10, I think that would have been a sweeter spot for what they're selling. It does come with 1,000 gems, the paid gems, which is not bad, but it's I remember doing the math on it. I think it ends up being like $2.50 per pull, but then you're also getting the duplicate, so it's like it's not a completely fair comparison. Whales are awesome, yeah, dude. Whenever your whale puts up like something killer in your guild, it's fantastic. Lucha, that's about what I would want to spend typically. I probably spend a little bit more than that, but not much more than what you're saying. Melissa's getting it immediately if she gets Rin. That's fair. That's fair, Melissa. And here's the thing is Rin is good in more than just the Joker team. Like I think people kind of shoehorn characters together, but you can bring her anytime you need a debuffer. Again, as long as you're not looking at like really curse negative kind of content. Fox at 3 and Yui's weapon at 2. Jesus. That's early. That's early. You out of level up books? I'm about out of everything at this point. It's maybe I shouldn't level so many characters to 70 just yet, but I'm having fun, so worst things in life. So the arrows going away is something they're going to change. I saw them announce that for CN. I don't know if they'll get that over as a QOL, quality of life, to global sooner. I hope they do because it annoys the hell out of me. But that's at least something they've actually mentioned that they're changing. Friend got a Rin and A1 Joker in the same multi. What the hell? That's like ungodly luck. Do you know how rerun banners work? Yeah, so there's 2 types. So there's the same banner that you already pulled on, and it works exactly the same. So you get your 50-50, whatever. And then they have a version where you can pick 3 different characters from a pool, a predetermined pool. And those become, like, you could say, like, I want Joker, Haru, and someone else, I don't know. And you basically focus what your pity is going into. So you could still lose your 50-50s, but you at least have a pool that you're picking from. The 110 banner hopefully is out before all that happens, but we'll see. I think a Joker rerun might happen before the 110. You got mine for Rin. Oh, you got your upgrade pack for Rin. It's so tempting. Y'all making me like debate pulling out the wallet over here. Yeah, Rin's a great debuffer in general. You gave up on your guild. So Beast Mode, are you in my sister guild that Lunac is running? Because if not, I think he still has slots open. Admittedly, I don't keep up on like what they're doing as much as I keep up on my own guild, just because life and time. But the price for the 1K gems and the guaranteed character is fair. Yeah, yeah, it's a tough one because it's again, it's not like a straight 1-to-1 pull conversion because you're getting a character out of it. Yeah, these two are a perfect pair. I have all but like 4 characters at 70. I'm missing maybe 6, something like that. 2 Jokers and 1 multi. Jesus. Doing the time gated Fox crossfates like they did with the Joker crossfate. Oh, so you can only like play a couple a day. Hey, Fuzzy. Might pull for extra Violets. I love Violet. She's such a good character. And more importantly to me, she's fun to play. Like when you set her up properly, like she just feels good. Like when you're like, damn, I got the buffs lined up right. I put my DPS window at the right point in time and I just hit for 1,000,000. Like that's a feeling. My guild is great explaining to learn German. Well, there you go. Why? What better reason to learn a language than for a video game guild? If you lose a 50-50 on one of those 3 selectors, no, you can end up with someone else isolate. And I say that because it's happened to me. You're in the upper numbers though. Well, there you go. You know, you don't have to say anything. You just have to perform, right? Oh, you're the only one in your guild still? Beast mode, not to tell you to shut down your guild, but if that's the case, you know, pop over and check out Lunic. I mean, you don't have to leave your guild right away, but ask Lunic if there's still spots left on the sister guild. Just join us. You got Panther's 5-star, and I have her A1. Dude, Miguel, there's worse people to main than Panther in this game. Glad she is. She's my favorite Persona character. Oh, Violet? Yeah. She's really good in this game. I basically ran Makoto as my single target damage until Violet. Like, first of all, that kind of tells you how good Makoto is for a while. But then Violet's like really, in my opinion, the next replacement to her. But then you still will bring Makoto into like new content. There's just not a lot of like specific new content. I know people with these pulls, I'm hearing this and I'm like, I'm guaranteeing myself now I'm going to go to pity on flipping Makoto. Her setup's simple when you know how to do it. Yeah, it's really not bad. I remember when I finally set up. Oh, okay. I still need to play that game. The 33. Was it Expedition 33 or whatever? It's on my list. I just have not had time to pick up another game. That was a long exposition, by the way. Where can I ask them? So let me grab the Discord link. Hold on. Not that server. This server. One of these days, I'm going to accidentally like leave when I'm trying to get the link. Haven't I gone pity on every banner? No, not at all. Let me see if he's got his own channel. Hold on. No, not that one. Bearpocalypse is mine. All right, so Lunic has not put a individual guild recruitment up. I got to talk to him about that. But if you go into the server that's Blades the first server, go to where it has like the guild recruitment, and then you'll see Bearpocalypse, which is my guild. You can ask Lunic in my thread. It's fine. Dun, dun. Do. So I have to have Aegis. Yeah, she will be cool. I love Aegis. Or Aegis. How the hell you say her name? That's where I came from. Confusing myself. Listening to Bear, looking for the Discord when I see it in chat. It's kind of funny to me that you sent this server. Oh, why is that earphone? I live in a server. Like, I do not want to start my own Discord right now. I just don't have the mental bandwidth to run another thing. So I have no heartache about piggybacking off of Bladesifer's. I did ask him though. I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I advertise your server?" And he's like, "No, not at all." Because I didn't want to be like inappropriate and like, you know, send a bunch of people his way, but he was fine with it. So y'all, I'm doing it under Blade's permission. Who should you prioritize for 60 to 70? Pick your top DPS first. So that is, you're going to get more mileage out of your DPS to start. And then take like, if you have like a Minami, she's a good one to do. Soy's a good one. You know, if there's like a key support that you're using, think about them. Yeah, everyone lives in a server. Pulled on Yusuke for Yuki and Ice Girl dupes. Just give me the content options. Just hit them. Yeah, dude, I love playing Fox. I really do. He's so much fun. Oh, I never played Pokemon Masters. 16 of 30 in the Sister Guild. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Good, so this space. Bearmageddon is the Sister Guild. Oh, it's insta join in level 40 plus. There you go. People, if you're over level 40 and you need a guild, then the Sister Guild is insta join. I've been trying to like advertise it so we can get it filled up. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. You can join the guild as long as you're above level 40, apparently. My grammar is dying. Dude, my grammar is horrible right now. You're way more tired than I am because you were talking about the sun coming up. Sleep deprivation will do that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to tell everyone that they have to like leave their guilds or stuff like that. But if you're trying to save a spot, maybe message Lunic first. In the Discord, that is. For real, Melissa, like the fact that his brain is not completely dead is amazing. Level 63, then yeah, you would auto come into it then. Yeah, there's a 24-hour wait after leaving. So we should tell Lunic that in 24 hours he's going to get filled up. A6 Joker ally is no joke. That's nice. I always wonder if those people just had insane luck or if they were busting out the wallet. And again, no hate. Like, I don't have an issue with people spending on the game. Oh. Stretching the back out. My back still hurts from camping. I don't know what I did, but I like threw it out. God, I'm old. I threw it out on like the first day that we were there. And so like day one, I couldn't like lift any of like the heavier camping gear. And nice. I saw Beast Mode come over and actually talk in Discord. Let me ping Lunic for you. There you go. I just pinged Lunic for you. Then you know who I'm talking about when you see him. Who been using for Devesha? So there's a lot of teams you can run with it. I personally am using Fox with Yukimi and Minami. And I use Yukimi Minami to focus the nose down. And then I go through the mouth after that. You still look young, Big Bear. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a whopping 43 years old. You went camping after 40. I mean, that's it, Melissa, right there. Although, you know what we did? Because, like, we bougie camp. So our tent, I always joke that it's like a small apartment. It fits 12 people. And there's not 12 people with us. And so we have a queen-sized air mattress that's on like it sits up on a stand so you're not on the ground. And then this trip is the first time we replaced the other queen mattress and we got two nicer cots. And those were actually pretty legit. I liked it more than the air mattress. But yeah, just the term camping and being over 40, it's just instant back pain. You're right. And then I had to change a tire. Like I got a flat tire in the middle of flipping nowhere. And so that wasn't exactly helpful. So I had to like get the spare out, change the tire, put the spare back afterwards. Like that was not cool. Not cool at all. Thankfully I had a warranty on the tire, so I didn't have to pay for the fix, but oh, you're in the yeah, people, you're welcome to come chat in the beast, or not the beast mode, the beast mode Discord, the bear apocalypse recruitment thing. I don't have any problem with that. I won't promise you I'm going to answer every question, but I try to like be active in it as much as I can be. That's realistic. 43, I'm a kid. Yeah. I'm just starting life, man. It's funny because like the older I get, the more like I feel like life is just starting, as ironic as that might sound. Soy, Closer, Leon with either Navi, Janosek. Yeah, focus nose and then go ham. Devin, I gotta ask, how old are you? I think you might have told me in a different stream. Somebody was in their 60s I was talking to, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like the fact that you're hitting up on this game at 60, like I'll take it. Oh, it's gonna make me do this room first, huh? 40, 70 Joker on Minami beat the level 25. Yeah, that's a good team. I have not beat the level 30 yet. I was messing with it yesterday, day before yesterday, something like that. And unfortunately just was not getting through it. There's no additional rewards after level 25, so I wasn't stressing too hard about it. I think if I messed with a slightly different team, I'd have a shot. I don't think the team I'm running now is a good one for it. Or if my team was level 80, I think if they were level 80, it would have been a no-brainer. Obviously, I'm not level 80, so 40s have been the best years of my life. Love, same for me. Same for me. I feel like I'm a better parent at this point of my life, a better husband. Work, I can adjust to better. Like work's never perfect. You know, that's just life, I think. But I feel like I just handle it better. And I'm at that stage too, like with my career where I have a team. And so I get to mentor a lot, and I just find it's more rewarding to be a mentor so much than like being a lead, well, just doing the other work, I guess you could say. So yeah, I have no issue being in my 40s. I don't look at it as like a bad thing. The only thing I need to do better is be more consistent with my diet and exercise. I did lose 30 pounds so far this year, and so I'm quite happy with that. Wanted to get like, guys, this is, if you're less than 40, this is what happens, so be ready. But I had to get my numbers down, like my cholesterol and stuff. And so I've tackled all that. I feel like I've hit the right strides there. I just need to stay focused on it. Stop drinking. So like lots of good, lots of good. I love my 40s. Y'all are unks. Yeah, for real, for real. Not even 20. That's all right though, man. Beast mode, you got a lot ahead of you, friend. A lot. And here's the thing. You can come in here and you can ask me questions about like what's the dumb shit you shouldn't do for the next 20 years of your life, or what's the good stuff you should do. I can teach you a whole lot about investing. Um, you know, so you can get more than just persona out of these chats of mine. Old enough to know better, young enough to do it anyway. Exactly, Devin. I wonder if on skill soy can underlevel clear 30. Your biggest you're gonna be squishy for the level 30 on that one. Not to say it's not possible, just that you might have to take a couple of resets. Thank you, Grim. Thank you. Just been using dot teams on Devesha. Dots would be good in that fight, yeah, because they can go through different parts of the modes. Like when that guy wants to be null. I tried bringing an almighty team, and that didn't do shit. Like definitely was not the right play. I think I built, was it Thoth for it? Off the top of my head. If not him, one of the other ones, maybe Seth. I can't remember which persona I built for it. Two Persona Pillars or anything else, man. The game is bringing me back to when I played P5, man. P5 for the first time was an experience. It was so cool. Like it's the amount of style that just oozes out of that game. Mm-hmm. Completely. So where did I learn investing? So part of it is my actual background. So my degree is in finance. Um, and I've worked both traditional finance jobs and I work in compensation now. So I'm a director of compensation for a global Fortune 500 company. And so like I kind of stay in the realm of finance. And then uh, there's quite a few books. I've probably read a few dozen books now on finance in my life, but I study quite a bit of it from like that aspect. But investing, and I always have to give the disclaimer because I am technically in finance that this is not financial advice and seek a financial advisor for true advice. But um, if you want to keep it simple, you can look at something as easy as just investing in mutual funds. Getting to like index funds, S&P 500, things like that. But the biggest thing is you can live with a little bit less than you think you can. And if you just take that and invest it, that compounding interest over time is huge. Like the math is very favorable to you, even in down economies, because then it scales. But yeah, for books, if you know nothing of investing, like if you've never touched it before, hold on, I'm going to go look it up. There's a particular book that is coming to mind that the name is escaping me. I have it upstairs. So my bookshelf is upstairs. It is, hold on. There's a few. I mean, you can read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's actually a fun book. Okay. There is, where is the one I'm thinking of? None of these books are good. Like the first like 20 that I'm seeing are actually terrible books. I only know because I've read a few of them. No, that one's crap. That one's crap. Jesus, where's my good ones? Not that one. Hold on, I'm not actually looking at my chat right now because I'm trying to find a very specific book. Psychology of Money is one of my favorite books. That one is by Morgan Housel. Let's see. The Intelligent Investor. That's what I was thinking of. So it is very financy dry. So it's, you're not getting Lord of the Rings here, guys. But it is, if you don't have the background or the studies in finance and investing, then it's a good one to start with because you're going to learn a lot of fundamentals. And it goes through like histories on things like with, downturn economics and things like that. So it gives a lot of good contextual information that I think is good for you to understand fundamentals. Dun, dun, dun. See you later, look at that. I started talking finance and Shadow's like, I'm out. I gotcha. Favorite P5 track? Rivers in the Desert's hard to beat. Although I probably most often walk around singing like You'll Never See It Coming or You Never See Me Coming. Sunk cost thing is real, yeah. Da, da, da. Worked in the games industry? Nice. Oh, but then, yeah, you didn't want to play. It's kind of like I used to manage a candy store when I was young. And for like the first week, it was like so novel that I could sit there and eat all this candy. And then after a while, I'm like, this is nothing that I want ever again in my life. It took me a long time before I wanted to eat candy again after that. Mostly stuck at S&P and target date funds. Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly like for most people, just going with your index fund type situations is going to be your win. Too many people try to beat the market averages. And this is what I like to teach people is you have people whose entire job is built around the concept of being better than the market, and less than 1% of people actually are. So think about that. Like, why would you think your average person who doesn't have that level of income or availability into the market is going to beat the average? Now, can you? Sure. Some people do, some people get lucky, but that's usually what it is luck. There's not a lot of people that can do it from a skill perspective. And then it only takes like COVID. The COVID shakeup destroyed so many people. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you're gonna need investing knowledge after gambling. Yeah, I need to cash in some of my equities to yeah, to pay for my RIN package. It's like what stock should I cash in, guys, so I can buy that RIN $16.50 pack. You're saying I should invest all your money into P5X. Moth, you should invest all your money in your favorite streamers. Just playing. I try to, like, my oldest son, he's at that age now because he's, adult on his own. And I'm trying to get him into investing because I started investing when I was early 20s, like really early 20s. I had a boss who's like, I don't care what you do with your life, just put money in your 401k. And for whatever reason, I listened to him, which is not something I always do. And like, if I think about how much money that's made me over the course of 20 years in retirement funds, like, it's significant. Obviously this isn't money I can touch today, but if I want to retire one day, I'll need that money. And so, he did me a great, great service by teaching me that lesson young. And it's stuff that you don't have to think about. You literally put it into index funds. You just don't touch it. If that's all you did, you're still doing yourself a great service. Dun, 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 dun. Strikers has some bangers. I can't remember all the music from Strikers. I actually kind of want to do another playthrough of that one. Oh, geez. I just totally jumped off the thing. You caved and bought the pack. I am so debating it. I think I've got I'd have to do it. Let's see. So I pulled her on the stream Thursday afternoon, which means I'd have until tomorrow afternoon to make the decision. All right. Where is that other dude at? I'm missing a guy. Can I camera something else? All right. Who am I? How did I miss this dude? What is that making me jump into? It's like it wants me to jump into that. Is it underneath? I'm doing something wrong here. When did I get rinsed? So when I was pulling for Fox, I was a 10 pull away from being at pity on the standard banner. And so I decided, you know what, with the changes for Minami, I'm not waiting 6 months, to enjoy the game further. And so I just did the 10 pull and it was Rin. So call it luck or call it whatever. Okay, where is this stupid entrance? I am here. It looks like it should be that painting unless it's underneath. Doesn't it look like it should be right here? Like, what am I doing wrong? You have to use the camera. Thank you. I thought I pointed at that. I didn't see it come up though. Was I just that blind? I was just that blind. Thank you. Thank you for the tip on that one. Oh, grab that. Yeah, so 401ks you can always roll over. It's what you can roll it into that matters. And then when you're at certain income levels, the types of retirement accounts you can do are different. So I don't remember what the cutoff is currently, but you have like traditional IRAs and you have Roth IRAs. And so Roth IRAs are generally speaking, and again, this is not financial advice, are generally speaking better. But once you cross a certain income threshold, you can't invest into them unless your company offers it directly. And then if you have a individual business, like let's say you own an LLC, you can do what's called a SEP IRA. And then on a SEP IRA, the big note there is that whatever you give yourself as an employer, you also have to match that for your employees. But if you're an LLC of one, you can get around it. So there's a lot of different ways to look at retirement accounts. But again, like if you want to keep it simple, like most companies are going to use like Vanguard or Fidelity for their 401ks. And if you have access to those, you can just go into, they'll have like a Fidelity 2050, Fidelity 2070, and they're like target date funds. I think someone else was mentioning that earlier. And those are generally close to index averages, which is like if the market's rising at 8%, then you would say that would also rise at 8%. Or if the market's down by 2%, it usually will trade down to 2%. So it basically sticks with what the market does. But over time, the market, generally speaking, always goes up, which is why they're pretty safe. BVAB, I'm good. We're having finance talks today. We're funding our Persona 5 with investment banking. Full pity selector. No, not the full pity selector. What's up, Rohan? Yeah, you got about another roughly 45 minutes to an hour. So it was this down here. So not the 300, but I was sitting at 70 of 80. And so I just did a 10 pull. And it was like, boom, we're in. Matter of fact, I've got two 20s. Let's do this. Because I'm not necessarily hoarding anymore. And I don't think I'll get in the 20. But let's just see if we get someone in the 20. Why not? Are the puzzles in the third palace more fun and engaging? Some people say they are. I don't think they're all that impressive. Matter of fact, the puzzles usually irritate me in this. Oh my God. Okay, so I was wrong. What are we grinding? I was doing the event. Okay, so apparently I am going to get somebody in 10. Another on. I'll take it. Okay. Was not expecting that at all. Is he? Yeah, he's maxed out. I was going to say, I thought he was done. First and gives 10. It doesn't reset weekly, Icelite. It's the first time you do that specific scene. So, like, they have, like, different, like, visual scenes. This was just a standard banner for Lou. I just had, like, a couple tickets sitting around, so I was like, why not? And apparently it was meant to be. Let's do the other 10. That was ridiculous. I just burned any luck and hope I had from Makoto on a 10 pull, though. You burned some pots on it today? Yeah, that's a 4-star. Thoughts on if we should hold golden tickets? Technically speaking, I would say it's nice to wait for Minami. But yeah, Melissa, I was pretty happy with that pull. But clearly I'm not following that advice on my own as I'm pulling as we speak. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of waiting the 6 months out. But also, I think if... Oh, you just got on too? Nice. I think it would be worth waiting, honestly, to see if the devs change their mind on this whole situation. I mean, probably wasn't something I should have just done, but it is what it is. All right, I got a dupe for someone else. Who was it? Oh, it was this guy that I will never use. Awareness. What does that give my aunt? She's at like 4 now, isn't she? Or 3? 3 or 4. I will not be upset to get her at an A6 at some point in life. Oh, she's awareness 3. Okay, so this was the skill level up. That's not bad. She'll hit harder. Give me... Click on that. What's 4? Oh, her highlight. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. But then this is beautiful. Yeah, if you have Rin, save. If not, pull. And I have Rin. I shouldn't have really done that, but whatever. It ended up working out in my favor. You got Rin? Nice. I don't have her weapon. I'll put it up for a 50-50 consolation prize, but otherwise, she is one I would consider getting with the coins, because I do pay for the battle pass, but that takes 2 full battle pass cycles, so it's not something to happen quickly. Is the 110 better? So statistically speaking, the 110 banner is better than the 80, unless you're going hardcore into like an A6 character. Joseph, I launched the Fox Guide this morning, so not only am I making it, it's already out on the channel, so enjoy that. You really want Ryuji? He is so much fun. You're pulling so you get Ren. That's basically what I was going to do, Melissa. And obviously, you know, it worked out, but... Oh, I need to figure out, what was I needing to level up next on my characters? I think I just did Key's weapon. Yeah, I did his weapon. I could do Closer's weapon. I wish they would tell you the weapon level like in this screen, not like having to click into it. When is the grade 6 Persona got? Hopefully filming it tomorrow, Spoonfed. In which case that means it would go up on Monday. Dun, dun, dun. See, I'm not a huge fan of the butler outfits. No, nothing against people that like them. I just don't personally. Fox will and along with Fox's 5-star. Jeez. Heck yeah. Joker skin worth buying only if you like it. It doesn't do anything for the gameplay. It's strictly cosmetic. So if you enjoyed the cosmetic piece of it, go for it. But if you're expecting a gameplay change, it won't change anything in the game. Stupid YouTube. You know what, Joseph? You can turn on that bell for notifications. Just playing. You don't have to do that for me. But it is a way to get around the YouTube piece. Norn is very good. Yes. Best team for Fox. Okay, so for Fox, best team right now, it goes one of two ways. You're going to want her. So you want Yukimi. And then if you need sustainability, Minami or another healer. If you don't need a sustain, which with the Fox team with Yukimi, a lot of times you don't need it, then you go with Rin. Because Rin can add debuffs. That's what I would run in this scenario. When Cherish comes out, Cherish slots in. So Cherish is a massive increase to this team, but he is the last character before 2.0, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So he's a ways away. And he's one that goes to standard banner, so it's another like limited that goes standard. That's the whole Minami situation all over again. And then for personas, there's quite a few you could run. King Frost, I didn't cover him in my guide, but King Frost is technically like the Fox persona. But let me show you guys the problem with that. Spoonfed, welcome to the Bear Pack. I've got something for you, my friend. Right here. I'm sorry, I still love that animation, by the way. I'm going to throw it to you again, just because I love it so much. Bam. That's my all-out attack for a new member. So let me show you guys this, because I need you to think about this before you spend your coins. So do you guys know how to get the more valuable coins for personas? And if you don't, I'm about to show you. So hang tight either way. But where am I going? I don't need to go there. I need to go in the shop. Okay, so in here, which one is it? This one. So this last for precious metals, you've got these special coins right here. Right now we have 3. There will be more added, but when personas are added, they're mostly added here, and they cost you these coins. King Frost is tailor-made for Fox, just period, end of story. And so he is technically your best persona for Fox. The problem is, Bishamonten is your perfect persona for Makoto. This guy kind of sucks. This guy's like, I wouldn't get him anytime soon. But you have to end up deciding, if you have both characters, which one you want. Now, if you're only pulling Fox or you're only pulling Makoto, then Fox, Makoto is how you look at it. Because the way that you get these coins is in the realm, or the Gates of Nightmare, this thing. And so if you look at your rankings, or is it, no, it says, hold on. Not this one. It's other one. This one. It's in Sea of Souls. And so if you look at the ranking rewards, once you get past rank 3, you start getting these. So like if you look at rank 2, you're still getting these ones. So if you've been playing from day 1 and you come into this ranking, so, and the getting up in rankings just means you got your stars, then you start earning these coins. So even after this round is over, you still will not have enough, even if you're top 1%, to get King Frost or Bishamoten, or how they say it. And so then you have to go through a whole nother cycle before you've saved enough. So those personas are the long game, the very long game. And when they launch new characters, a lot of the times they'll launch new personas with them that are very, very good. But keep in mind, you're going to want to duplicate some of these guys out. So use those coins. Eden, hello and thank you and welcome to the Bear Pack. You get the fun animation as well. So you do want to spend those coins, but you want to spend them thoughtfully. Hopefully that made sense. But this is like, even if you don't like Sea of Souls, because not everybody likes every bit of content, come in here and get these coins done. These up here. And then just whatever you get for score in here, get your score. Like you don't have to go for, top rankings. Like, okay, fine. I'm top 2% right now, whatever. But you don't have to get up here because, like, look, your gems are the same. no matter what your rank is. And then, you still get some coins. You just obviously get more if you go up. But I think it's rank 5 is when it caps out. So like rank 6, you don't get more gems. Rank 7, you don't get more gems. So the amount of reward you get for going higher isn't significantly great, but you still need 2 more full cycles before you can buy 1 persona. So I didn't cover it in the guide because no one could even get him yet. But technically speaking, King Frost is your best persona for Fox. Otherwise, let me pull up my Fox team. For rank 5 and rank 6, because that's where I'm at, I like these ones. So Cert, you'll see this in my guide. Cert is like a top pick, period. Like build Cert. He has a AoE defense down. And then I like Mithras. So Mithras has Maracukaja and also increases your defense, which is what Fox wants. So super good one for him. Having difficult time farming personas. So there's a couple ways you can do it, Vari. One is Realm of Repression for obviously the ones that you can get for stamina. The other way is just spend your coins. Like you don't have a huge reason to save them. Maybe keep a couple in reserve, but if I were to come in here, not that, I need fusion, sorry. Like let's say, I don't know, I'm not going to actually go through with it, but let's say I wanted to get another rank on this dude right here. So you can click Fuse Vortex and it's going to tell you what you need. And then if I were to click this, it's going to ask me if I want to like spend whatever coins it takes to get these up here. And so like if this requires fusions, then this will do that work for you, is the best way I can say it. Otherwise you have to spend your stamina in Realm of Repressions, and that's really the only place you can do it. The fusion mechanic becomes obsolete. Yes and no. You will fuse a lot of personas to inherit skills. The real end game on personas is getting them to their max rank, but then also like speed tuning is huge in the end game. Making sure you have the right agility on them. And then like, let's say like Cert, Cert's a perfect example. I will be putting defensive stuff on him so that like I have more resistance, more physical resistance, things like that. And so you end up fusing personas and then you inherit their skills over. So I don't know if that made sense, but oh, thank you, Eden. Yeah, I wanted to make some fun stuff for people that support the channel. So I made the new member one and I made a face cut in. I'll show it to you guys. I usually show this for super chats, but just because you're here. So I made this for super chats. So I keep telling people it's from Persona 6. Y'all don't know that I'm the main character, but there it is. But I just wanted to have fun with everybody. So I made those. Let's see. Since you mostly solo, you get your rewards, move on. Yeah, exactly. Like there's nothing wrong with just getting your rewards and just walking away from it. You don't have to top rank it. I haven't done the ice fight yet. Yeah. Do you think it's worth it to use stamina on the event boss? Yes, I do. But keep in mind that when Makoto comes out, you'll get more coins from doing her stages too. But leave yourself a few days to make sure that you clear out the shop. In terms of like saving some stamina pots. Like see how much you can get without the stamina pots. I haven't done the math. I don't know that I will. But you've got about a month to clear it out. I got C3 last cycle without only having a score on 1. Yeah, because the C ranks, guys, they're not even for doing the last 2 fights. So you'll see down here that you have to get like to get to rank 3, you had to get 27 stars, which is these 3 here. Now to go up a level, rank up next season, to rank up, reach a total score of 1 million, and you'll see I have 2.7 million. So as long as you clear this, like your ranking doesn't matter. Like you could be rank 10,000, but if you beat 1 million points, then you'll go up in rank on the next tier. So always look at what it says right here. This will tell you what you need to do to rank up. Let's see. Yeah, 25 is the highest level of rewards, Ice Light. So, even if you could clear level 30, you wouldn't get anything more for doing so. Norn is great. Norn is a great persona. I still need to build mine. Don't care about Haru. Then don't get her. Yeah, the Sai, it does suck that there's not like another Sai unit to really pull into. She is a good character. I'm not going to say that she's not. And obviously I want to pull for her, but this game you can do so much without other characters. And once you hit level 80, or once you hit 70, new characters can go to level 80. You can get some pretty decent personas to do stuff for like the Velvet trials. You won't hit the same damage numbers, obviously, as a dedicated DPS, but... which I gather... Oh, Falcon, I missed something. You're talking about Love Persona with older characters. Oh, and that's why you think the appeal for Metaphor. I love Metaphor. That was such a good game. Yeah, there isn't any other side damage dealer. Like, even after Haru, she's still the only one. I think so. Let me think. Yeah, I can't think of another side DPS in the game. What's the good strat for to beat stage 26 and 30? First of all, hit level 70 on Wonder, and you can overlevel. Well, not overlevel it, but then your characters can be level 80. That'd be one way. I have not beaten level 30. I was messing with it the other day, and I didn't feel like beating my head against the wall anymore. But there's no rewards for beating those stages. It's just purely for fun. So just keep that in mind. Future versions of this event, there will be rewards for it, but this one specifically does not have it. Inheritance. Yeah, to randomly get the skills. Exactly what I mean. So like if you look at my personas, mine start getting customized at this level. So I was already in there. What the heck did I get out of there for? So like if you look at my Kiko Kootman, where the hell his name is, where's he at? This guy. So if you look at mine, I have Rebellion on him. I have Agility Master, and those I inherited from other personas. Goal is to get all the Phantom Thieves. That's doable, Micro. Now, what's tough is they launch a few of them back to back, or close enough to it. But you can always get them on reruns too. It was many people. It was my game of the year, Falcon. I would confidently say that. Will you get Queen? Yes. I will be pushing for Queen. Platinum Trophy free. Wow. I don't think I've ever done a Platinum Trophy on any game. Can't wait for that Fuse guide. I've already done the thumbnail for that one. Like, I'm actually ready to make that one. But you cannot lock yourself out of valuable skills, because here's the other thing you can do too. So, like if I go into my actual version of him. So, boom, I'll come in here. Why is it not where I need to actually change the skills? Gotta make things hard, game. They need to redo like this whole filtering through here. So you can fill this up, but check this out. Like burn boost, I don't ever care about getting him. So I can click forget, and I can go to burn boost, and I can forget it, and I just cleaned up a spot. Now you can't undo what I just did, so I'd have to re-get it back if I wanted to. But that is how you can clear up space if you keep getting things you don't want. Great skills to inherit on cert. Most people are going to tell you to push for resistance type things, because you go on cert to use his defense debuff, and then you kind of just go into a different character. Like you don't sit on cert, and so while he's equipped, you just don't want to die. Is really the main point of him. So you put that on, like you put like a resist whatever 3 or something on him, and then you just use his power and then you move on. It would be kind of cool if you could trade personas. I agree with you. Let's see. Yanosek does kind of look like the main archetype for Metaphor. Now you say that. I've never thought of that Ice-Light, but yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, Eden, it's like you will in the future. Like I think the next event that does this you do, but this one, I don't know if they just did it because they knew it would be hard or if they just didn't think to give rewards for it. But yeah, you don't, there's nothing in there for it. Been loving your guides. Now that GameCon is tight, would you ever consider doing SOS guides? I don't know, because the issue with me doing SOS guides is, could I get them out fast enough to be valuable? Because you getting an SOS guide, you know, like a day before the thing is over, wouldn't be that good for you. I'd have to think about that. What would be helpful, I think, is more like guild bosses, because they come back. But the truth is, I couldn't beat Earphone Earphone's got like the lockdown on guild bosses. He's just better at them than I am. Persona 5 Royal is probably the one to be the closest to Platinum on, because I got all of the confidants. I did all of the max stats. I got the best ending. I just didn't do the super bosses. Not required for platinum. Is there a finite number of skills you can inherit? Yes, there is. But you can just do forget. So I don't even know what the finite number is, because I don't think I've ever actually hit it. But if you're that unlucky, or if you try to put that many things on them, you just forget something you don't need, and then you'll have the space left. Does search function not work? No, it should work. So yeah, if I go back in there, because I know I've used it. So let's do, who am I running right now? What I want, so yeah, here's a good one. So if I go into Norn, not Norn, that's not who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Mithras. Where's Mithras? So if I go to Mithras, like what I would actually want on him is Racunda. Not Racunda. What the heck is the name of the single target? Maraku? I'm trying to think of the name of the single target version of the defense up. Kukaja? Oh, maybe they don't have a single target. What? Yeah, this one. So like, yeah, so like you can search for it like that. So you can see like now I've searched for it. I don't have any personas that have it on it, and I don't really want to make him. Well, what does it take to make him? The blue ones? I don't have any blue ones left. I don't want to do that. But yeah, you can search for them. Would it be crazy to farm personas for seals, coins for fusions? I would be very targeted in what you farm, because stamina is so limited right now. There is later on, Realm of Repressions will get an update and you can farm persona coins. Not the super fancy ones, but like all the lower tier ones. SOS basic guide, yeah, I could look at that. How much gems you get next updates? We don't know for sure, Steve. I think Najox put something out. Let me see. I could have sworn Najox put something out today. For 1.3 patch, you can roughly expect 6k gems overall, unless they increase or something like that. So this is coming from Najox, who I would trust with this information. And so you can estimate around 6,000 gems. Again, if they don't change anything in the game. Dun, 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 dun. Which packs do I think is worth it to buy? I'll show you because I've bought them. So, first of all, that's tempting. First of all, this is your best value. The rewards card, hands down, best value. Second, I like the battle pass because of the extra stuff it gives you in terms of level up materials, and because it gives you the coins to buy 5-star weapons for standard characters, but you need 2 battle passes because you only get 5 per season. So keep that in mind. So it's not like you get it instantly. This is good, the 7-day spoils. Coffee pass, it's not bad, but these like limited time coffee passes, I buy these so I have extra stamina for streams. It's legitimately why I buy those. The limited platinum sets are decent, especially like the level 1s. Like this one is one I'll likely get. The platinum sets here are good value for the first 2 levels. This one, when you get to level 3, it's like more than $1 per, so it's not quite as good of a value. And then the other thing you want to do is, if you are spending money, which you are if you're asking this question, then yeah, Najox data mines. He Can't data mine like the 1.3 gem count though, keep in mind, but he understands the content and what we get. So he's really good at that. I think he data mines after the patch comes out, and maybe he gets like the current patch for that though. So when you get these always trade up. So what I mean by that is if you look at this level 45, you get 4 cards plus some stuff for 520 gems. 4 cards would only be 600 gems. So you're getting more for your money. So I save these for these sets. And like the reason I bought the 45 is I'm so close to the level 55 or 60 that I'm just going to wait it out until whenever I make a purchase that gives me these again. But those are the things in the shop that I think are actually kind of worth it. The suits are up to you. It's just the butler suit. So if you like the cosmetics, go for it, but you're not getting anything else for it. These, because gems are limited, I would ignore. I've bought one and I regretted it. I think, is there anything else I would buy? Yeah, like this is a good value. 30 coins for 20 bucks plus some stuff. So I got the version 1. I didn't buy the second set yet. Don't ever buy this gold set. Monthly platinum is okay. It's like on the cusp of like being a good deal or not. So it's not terrible, but the other ones are more value for your money. And by extension, same thing with the monthly Millicoin. And then coffee 8 sets. If you're trying to super farm stamina, of course, this is like one of the only ways you can do it. But I don't know. That's my thoughts on the shop though. Let's see. Sorry. So I probably missed a couple questions. Let me scroll back up here. Talking about Royal. Search using the last letters. That's actually a smart tip. Thank you. Sorry for asking, but how do I apply for the sister guild? So Spoonfed, if you scroll up, so there's 2 ways. If it's Bearmageddon is the name. If you're over level 40, it will auto accept you. And so if you're there and you're not in a guild now, just go in the game right as we speak and you can get in there. If you are not over level 40, then I guess it probably won't accept you. And you could then message maybe Lunic on the Discord. And so the Discord link is a little bit up in chat. Actually, I think I still have it on my board. Yeah. So here's the Discord there. And so go to the Bear Apocalypse. That's the main guild. And you could ask Lunic in there. But those would be the ways to get in there. When did the other versions get tasked? I don't remember. I wish I did. I'll have to look it up because I want to know because I want to use them. 6,000 is less than you thought. Yeah, for that patch. How does Najox... So Najox, A, data mines. And B, he just adds it up like in each patch. And so if you saw my video about the gem counts for patch 2.0 and forward, that was largely Najox's info. And so like each patch, he's like, well, this is how much you get for this pass. This is how much you get for dailies. This is how much you get for this event. And then he just literally adds it all up for you. Hope I don't miss my Queen 50-50. Man, Moltres, you and me both. Yeah, you can get really unlucky, Falcon, on the skill inheritance stuff. I have gone pretty damn far into those, and unfortunately, I've had some bad luck on occasions. Got on books with permanent benefits. Yeah, I've actually used almost all of those now. But this is something people don't know. I still have like on my list, like here's like 10 more things you didn't know. So like you have the obvious bookstores here, but if you didn't know, you can actually go to these other city places and some of them do stuff. So you can go to Jimboko and it becomes a store. So even though you can't walk around, it's an actual store. So go to each of the towns and see if they have stuff for you. But like these ones, I've already bought the ones that give me other stuff, but these are like general knowledge or whatever. But yeah, there's like little stuff like that to find. How's my night going? Trip? It's going well. It's going well. Today was a good day. We saw Superman, my youngest son and I. We did Shakespeare in the park. So it was like a live theater thing. And I love Shakespeare. And my father and I used to go to like live plays and theater plays for it. So I got to do that today. Like it was a good day, man. Good day. We recorded tomorrow's podcast today per Platypus and I, so that'll come out tomorrow. I would have bought the 7-day spoil pass and cheaper premium in Millicoin if not for that last live stream. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be holding back some cash because of that. If you buy Rin, you'll have it. Oh, Stop, Melissa. You're tempting me. What about the platinum sets? I think I answered that, but just to kind of go back, it's so like these. So like I bought the first set. So if I bought it, you can tell it's probably a good value. The second set is really still a pretty decent value. This is the Google shop prices, mind you. So I'm judging this based on the Google shop prices. So $24 is just slightly over $1 per pull, but then you also get the 50,000 Kampaku gems. This is not bad. It's more a matter of how much money am I going to personally spend as to why I haven't bought this yet. Because honestly, like I'm still tempted to buy this one. And then whenever a new character comes out, these packs refresh. And so like when Makoto hits, then you'll get these packs again. Okay, so old Greg, I read the first 3 words of your sentence and then thankfully I read the rest because you said I spent thousands and I thought you were talking about the shop and then I saw the looking for rebellion. I thought at first you meant like you spent thousands in the shop because we were talking about it. I was like, damn, dude, you are one of our whale friends and thank you for it. Do I save your yellow tickets? So Squid, it looks like they're waiting 6 months potentially for Minami to go into the standard banner. I was pulling for Rin and then I just pulled today for fun and got a duplicate on. But it's a tough one to answer right now because I still am not sold that they're going to stay on that 6 month, soapbox that they have. I can see them caving. And I would hate to tell you to spend all of your gold cards right now. And then they come out on the next patch like, you know what? We're sorry, dumb idea. On 2.0, she's coming out. Like, and then it's like, okay, well now you just spent all your cards. So it's hard for me to give a great answer to that question because I want to see if they change their mind. 24 into inheritance. God, man, that is painful. You bought out the store. I don't blame you. Like, these are actually good packs. Like, I wish they were just slightly juicier, but they're really not bad. And I've definitely seen worse. I've seen better pay shops. I've seen much worse pay shops though. Like I would totally buy the platinum set too, the mill coins. Melissa's damn near convinced me to get freaking Rin already. I would have a hard time spending the $60 here. That's just a lot of money to drop at once. But, with as much as I pull, a lot of these are very tempting. Went for books first over gifts. Yeah, books are good because you get a lot of benefits. Like one of the books gives you a better chance of getting rares from the Gacha machines. You always enjoy the podcast? Good. Yeah, the one tomorrow I'm excited for. And I put a new thumbnail out because I absolutely hated the old thumbnails. I need to go back and revise the old ones. But I'm curious what people think about the new thumbnail. Saw Superman yesterday. Man, such a good movie. I enjoyed it. And I'm a huge Superman fan. So, I'm a little bit biased, but I think they did a really good job. I won't give any spoilers, though. Running calculations in ChatGPT. Yeah, this game, if you're trying to pull every character and weapon, even without duplicating them, without luck, this game can get expensive. Thank you, Trip. Just a recollection question. Yeah, man. I mean, again, Greg, if you're spending thousands in the game, all the power to you. You're keeping the game afloat. So I'm not going to be mad at that. But I my heart drops for a second. I'm like, oh my God, thousands? Oh God, redo. Like they had better not. Like instead of 6 months, 1 year, I think I would cry. That could be the decision that would really upset me. And I'm a pretty chill person. Some of the gacha sets, yeah. I'm missing 2. I'm missing 2 super rares in the gacha sets, and I don't have any other super rares to trade with. Any content in 6 months we really need Minami? Nope. She is like best in slot for summer closer, but I mean she'll still work fine without her. Bought out the bookstore. I've used most of my books. I actually need to buy a couple more. A1 win is really good. God, stop freaking tempting me here. If there's been a Joker Awakening set, yeah, they won't do. I don't think they'll do Awakening sets for limited characters. It's too valuable to them not to, because who in their right mind wouldn't buy an A1 for $16? I mean, Obviously, free to play is free to play. I have nothing against that. But anyone who's spending money, $16 for a guaranteed duplicate on a limited character is literally the best value you could have in the game. Yeah, Hoyo games are pretty rough, Eden. 1,000 gems will get you the training packs. Damn it. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But no, that's true, because you do get the 1,000 gems on that Ren pack. You're jealous. Soy and On. But that's a good... Soy and On are great. Redo. Or Redo. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying your name wrong. I struggle to pronunciate names. My go-to pretend spoiler when someone says no spoilers is just saying everyone dies. Everyone's dead. This is a dream. Some personas can't inherit certain skills, so a good tip is to use seals of those with the smallest skill pool. Yeah. No, I see what you mean. Not even using gems on weapons, strictly millicoins. Yeah, if you are free to play, make no mistake, you will not be able to get every character. I've seen a couple content creators, I'm not going to call names, I'm not that kind of person, but I've seen a couple that say that you can, and I literally don't understand it, because the math, unless you're just like, you could be the person who's that lucky, but there's not enough gems per patch to get 24,000 gems to guarantee a double pity. Now, even if you cut that in half, that's still 12,000 gems for just the character per patch, and I think it's fair to assume an average rate of 1 pity. The math doesn't math. I don't know where people are getting that for free to play. And that's why I try to tell people, I'm like, you even see in my guide, like I'm talking about skipping characters and I'm spending money. Now, I'm not a whale. I'm not even a dolphin, but I'm definitely not free to play and I have to skip characters. So if you're free to play, if you don't have ungodly luck, you will have to skip characters. So plan on missing some, like it's a gacha game. They do that to you. Zach, if they wait 2 years, that's when I would quit. Well, I wouldn't quit. I would just move back to KR. Or actually, I'd probably start a new account on TW just for the hell of it, because that would be kind of fun. But summer characters are completely new characters, Squid. So for example, Closer currently is electric, 4-star. Summer Closer is a 5-star AoE bless character. You cannot put the same named character on the same team. So Summer Closer cannot be on a team with Electric Closer, or Summer Moko cannot be on a team with regular Moko. Or in CN, they just released Summer Minami. So you will not be able to use Summer Minami with regular Minami. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. I would love it if people would give the like and sub. You know what? People messaged me today. I broke 6,000 subscribers, which... I just hit 5,000. What was it, like 3-4 weeks ago? Like it was recent, right? And I thought that was just baffling in my mind. And then I, turn around and get messaged that I hit 6,000. So y'all are crazy. Thank you for that. Damn it, Moth. You're trying to tempt me too. No, JC, if they did it for limited characters, they'd probably do it for like $50, $60. There's no way they would do it for 16. Yeah, I did a couple achievements earlier today. Like I did the one for the Zayernasha whatever observatory. I'm going to show you guys that because that is hard to find. I was in Per Platypus's stream and he helped tip me off to where it's at. So one of the gem ones that you have to do is in this town, you have to find an observation platform. And look, so you have to go past that little prompt and then come here to the platform. This is where you get the gems. So I don't know if I would have ever found that, to be honest with you. So yeah, if you want a free quick 5 gems, like go right there. Jesus, Melissa. Thank you. I'm not even sure, like, you're going to get all of the freaking things here. Oh, my thing just died. Elgato, come back to me. There it goes. That was weird. My Elgato thing just died. The little thing I pressed the buttons on. There we go. Thank you, Melissa. So first of all, that's amazing. Guys, if you just got a free gift membership, whatever it's called, however you call that, from Melissa, then please go give her like the biggest W's in the world and tell her thank you. And Melissa, I'm getting the Rin pack because you did that. Because that is definitely worth more than $16. So I have to do it off stream because I don't want to accidentally reveal credit card info. But as soon as the stream ends, I will absolutely pick that up. So thank you very much for that. Where do I set my support idol? Okay, yeah. So support idol, if you go up here to your picture thing, it's whoever you put here. So like if I click this, I could switch it to Fox. I thought I did switch it to Fox. There you go, Guild. Sorry, Guild. I thought I already switched that for you. But that's where you switch that. It's also where you can collect your assist coins. And the rest of this is just for decoration. Like I put down whatever you want to call these things, the badges. But yeah. Oh, dude, I'm City Life 60. Jeez. I told you I burned some of those freaking things the other day. Da 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 da. You're welcome, Motris. I'm like totally like, I'm catching myself dancing here because I love this song so much. It's funny because at work, so my work computer's like right behind me. I spend a lot of my day on calls, and my team, like my direct reports, when I'm on calls with them, I usually have music in the background, and they catch me dancing all the flipping time. I love to dance, by the way. Come to the Rin side. We have cookies. Devin, I'm coming to the Rin side because Melissa's flipping amazing. Epic, not even sure. It's September. I heard October. At Nutella. Let me see what I'm missing there. Do you think summer characters even release in 2.0? I'm wondering if they make them earlier, honestly. But if I look at the current banners, if you follow the timing as it exists now, it would be October into November. But I still think there's going to be a speed up that will make that happen sooner as I look at it. Summer event in October, yeah. Different hemisphere, apparently. Best 5-star weapon for future characters. Quarter Futaba, maybe? I wish you could direct memberships. That'd be kind of cool. I'm surprised they don't let you do that. Yeah, the Zashigaya, however you say it, Sightseeing Award. Yeah, it's back there on the platform. If I wasn't in Per Platypuses, because I thought they didn't have it in here, and he's like, no, it's in there. And then someone mentioned it was near this like blue sign. And so I was literally on his stream, just chatting in chat or whatever, and like walking around the stupid map to try to find it. When would you start farming revelation cards? So my strategy for it is when you unlock the level 60s, you can do a little bit. Like I did it to get Fox a complete set, but I did not go for perfect main stats. At 70, you start getting the content where you might care a little bit more, but at 80 is when you get more drops. And so your best time is honestly when you unlock the level 80, but that's a very long wait. And so I think you can do a little bit at 60, get a little bit more refined at 70 after you've leveled up your characters first, then spend your stamina here. But obviously your most value will be in October. Does City Life Day matter at all? Nope, sure doesn't. I think it's just a useless stat. I mean, other than the fact that obviously that means you've done a lot of city stuff, so like your stats are getting higher. Like mine right now, this is where I'm at. I do a lot of like the part-time jobs though, because I like to play the stupid Gacha machine. I shouldn't play it as much as I do. I'm missing 2 of those things. You were kidding about the cookies? Well, no, Devin, you owe me a Girl Scout cookie box now. I like the Samoas, so let's get on that. What's the name of your Companio? So my main Companio is full. That one is Bearpocalypse, but Bearmageddon, I love these names. Bearmageddon still has, I think, about roughly half the slots left based on what someone said earlier. If you look it up, it auto-accepts you if you're over level 40. If you haven't beaten the achievements for defeating X amount of enemies with X affinity, go to floor 2 on Mementos and let the shadows ambush you. Oh, that's interesting. Those ones I tend to just let happen over time. Summer is 2.1. Let me check. It is, yes, 2.1. You are correct. Here, you know what, guys? I talk about this all the time, but I don't think I've shared this link with you. It's not mine. I did not pull this info together. But this is what I constantly reference. This is the banner schedule. as it exists in other servers. Mind you, there might be speed ups and changes. But if you want to know where I get it from. Is Futaba's A3 worth it? Benjamin, how much money do you have? Honestly, that's how I would value Futaba's A. I like her A1. And I could highly recommend her A1. But if you're pushing for A3, you are either going to have to skip a lot of characters or put a lot of money in. Also, like, the content when you die, it's going to be more stuff like guild bosses, but generally speaking, if you die, it's better to reset than it is to try to wait for a res. Even if you have like Mona, for example, with a highlight, or an A6 Minami can res. So 9 times out of 10, if you're dying, you just want to reset the fight. So like reses aren't that valuable in most of the places you think you'd actually need them. Do you have any favorite Persona characters from 3 and 4 you'd like to see in the game? So I am a hardcore fan of 4, so all of them. But specifically Kanji. I love that character. And then probably even now, I like Kanji and Naoto, like the two of them two together. And then for 3, they already have him, so Akihiko. He's one of my favorite characters from that game. And probably Aigis, I would say, is up there. And then maybe Mitsuru. The other ones, I don't actually like that much in that game. Like they're fine, but like I'll skip Ken. Like screw him. Oh, Komohama, whatever the dog's name is. You can't skip the dogs. Dogs are the best. When does the little girl collecting donation for cat shelter become relevant? I don't think I've actually donated to her. You talking about in Shibuya Square? I don't know if it ever does. I always hit tab to go to menu because habits of games, and I know that's not what it is. We're gonna give her some money because she's collecting for the cats. Mitsuru will be very soon. Let's see. It's for the kitties. Hi. Can I not give you money? Girl, what? Well, I was going to donate to her for the cats, but whatever. But no, I don't know that she becomes relevant. There's a different level. Yeah, so what you're talking about, Joseph, is S levels for Wonder. So in your schema, there'll be a new block here, and it's S levels. And so every time you level after level 80, there's another like light bulb up here. It just gives you the light bulb, and then you click a button over here and it just levels up and gives you more stats. That's literally all it is. So it's every time you level, you get more stats for Wonder. Super straightforward. You pick your daily activities based on vibes. That's not a bad way to do it. Meta Gachaception is my life. Absolutely, man. I love the Gacha. Like anytime they release the new ones too, I'm like, I gotta go get those. Yeah, you go work the part-time job, Mary, and then you're like, I'm gonna go right next door. She's like, you're an irresponsible teenager. Oh man, I have the Ultimax game. That game is fun. That was actually a really good fighting game, and I wish they would like create a revised version of it. Koromaru, thank you. That's the name I was looking for. Ken, I'm so anti putting a little kid in Tartarus, like jerks. I do not think it's worth spending the 300 gems on skill packs because gems are so limited. Again, unless you're really spending a lot of money, and then your conversation changes. Yeah, I have a fairly decent memory on the order of characters, but every once in a while, like I'll flip-flop them. You know, like I'll confuse Makoto with Phoebe on who came first or something like that. Yeah, Akihiko, I think, has the best character arc in that game, too. Eden. P2 Crawl. I have not played P1 or P2. The Ken disrespect. It's less of a disrespect, and it's more that I'm a dad. It's hard enough, like, that teenagers are putting themselves at risk, but I get it. But when you're like, yo, you're in, like, 5th grade, like, honestly, it'd be like me putting my daughter into Tartarus, and I'm just like, I can't envision responsibly, like, her older brother, because, like, the age gap between my daughter and my oldest son would be about what you would have in P3. And so I'm like, if my oldest son was like, hey, daughter, like, sister, go into Tartarus and fight shadows, like, I'm sorry, I would have an issue. You can do the phone booths. Yeah, I've already got that one. You just click on them, all 3 of them. I literally did this today during Per Platypus' stream. Also, somebody said in his stream, if it's raining and you do it, you'll actually go in it. But I just clicked all three. Like, I didn't do anything special. What you just saw me do is literally what I did. That's Riddle? Isn't Riddle from the scavenger hunt? Not scavenger hunt, the super long side quest. Wonder what element Naoto would be. God, what were their powers? Didn't they have like light and dark powers in the game? Or am I thinking of someone else? I don't like Naoto. Unfortunately, didn't make it into a lot of my teams. I play P4 probably every other year. Yeah, dude, put the orange tabby with her. That's perfect. What's a good team for the new event boss? You can do a few different types. You can go all physical with Ryuji. We were just playing with that at the start of the stream. You could do, like, if you have Fox, you can use Fox. You just want to take the nose down first. And then, because, like, my team is Fox, Minami, and Yukimi. You could do on with Joker. You don't want, let me show the elements. You don't want everybody to have these 4 elements or these 4 elements, because the top row absorbs these 4 and the nose absorbs these 4. And so you have to have at least one of either one, and you want to get the nose down and then you go ham on the rest of it. Hee-ho, hee-ho, hee. See, Eden's on my side. Best stories in a fighting game, for sure, Falcon. And come on, Adachi in that game is fantastic. Aegis or Aegis, she is going to make some money. She would be a pull for me. Unless somehow they make her complete trash. Like, that would be the only reason I wouldn't get her. Must pulls after Cord and Futaba. That are on that level. Let me look. Violet, for sure. There's a case to be made for Howler, but she's also going to go to the standard banner. So you're kind of in a 50-50 there. The thing about Chinese New Year Rin is if you have an A6 on, it's on par with an A0 Rin. If you have an A1 Rin, it beats on. The Win Vast is an incredible support. She might be a must pull for me. Anj, she's the anniversary character, 100% must pull. Barry, I'm going to put in that list now. You could probably make a good case for Makoto Yuki, but I don't think he's must pull. I know, blasphemy because of P3, but I would say Barry so far is seemingly more impactful than he is, but he is fantastic. Like, that is not a knock on his character. His character is amazing, but I just think Barry is looking like she could be better. Those would be the kind of must pulls. There's other really strong characters in there. They're just, I wouldn't say they're must pulls. Like, Haru is pretty high up there. Like, she is really good, but she's not a must pull. I would say that Figure Skater Mont is really good, but she's definitely not a must pull. Mio is good if you have Chinese New Year Rin. I think you can live without her otherwise. Unfortunately, they did a Catchy Dirty, so he's not a must pull. Akihiko, as much as I love him, the problem is like the P3 cast is kind of built to work with itself. And so you got to kind of have to decide if you're going in on that. Let's see. Okay. Can you borrow units for the fight? No, you cannot. Oh, you can romance Ken with the female protag? He's too, like, okay, teenagers romancing teenagers. Okay, I get it. I'm old. It's not for me, but I get, like, it works. But Ken is a flipping kid. Like, not cool. I want A1 Cord and her weapon and Futaba's A1 and her weapon. I have 78 platinum pulls and 10 meta gems. So you probably are likely for only one with that. Unless you just get lucky, because think of it this way. If you have to go to the 50-50 pity one time, you've used all of your platinum pulls. The end. Like that takes 80, right? So then you have 10k meta gems. You will get enough between now and when core comes out to probably go to pity twice. The 50-50 pity, not 160 pity. So I think you should think about which one you want more. If I had to do a pick there, here's how I'd prioritize that. And this is an opinion. Please check your own research on this. But I would say you'd be better off having an A0 Cord and an A0 Futaba than having either one of them at A1 and missing the other one. So if you're finding yourself having to go too deep into Cord since she'll come first, then I wouldn't push for her A1. I would maybe save and get her A1 on a rerun is how I would look at that. Now it took out one of each element. Okay. Oh, it's both versions of insta-kill. That's right. Yeah, some of those. So the Velvet Trials, keep in mind, you don't have to get stars on spoon-fed. So if you were to look at my Velvet Trials, some of them I did as rushdowns just to get his business plan done. So like, if you look at how many stars I have versus what I've actually done, like 38 here, but I'm on, actually that one I have stars in. Hold on. I've actually tried to go back and get a couple stars. I know some of these I have not. Maybe I fixed some of these. There are definitely ones in here though where I have no stars. Yeah, like look at this. Level 17, no stars, but I'm on level 20. Or no, level 19. And so as long as you beat this stage, it counts for you progressing. Because like one of them is you have to get like 3 up to 18. And like I'm past 18, but I never got a star there. So you can just get through it and not get a good score and still actually check off the box for his thing. Let's see. Will they ever make a Dachi? I don't know. I hope so. Makoto Yuki is a must pull in our hearts. It's a cool. I have him in KR. He's a really good character. He's another one that can do like a ton of damage. Single target fire. All waifus are must pull. This game thankfully has some male units, but there's a lot of waifus for sure. Supports are really priority. Yeah, like the amount of teams your supports can go into, it's crazy. Like they're so much more flexible because like a AoE fire DPS is good for AoE fire DPS. Cord is good in like 30 teams. Yeah, and see, Moth, you're dead on, and this is part of what's tough is they've done a really good job of just making characters good. And Violet was really a turning point in damage. I want to say she's the first character that was dropping 1 million DPS on a move. And then since her, that's more normal than not. So like you can do with Chinese New Year Rin, Makoto does it, Makoto Yuki specifically. Barry does even more than that. So, you know, every time Akihiko does 1 million points of damage. So every time you get these new characters, they're all good, but they're also different elements. And so you're still in the same situation you are now, which is you can have a good unit, but then need a different unit anyways because of elementals. I don't get people that ship the protagonist. So hotness, my big thing is I hope, and y'all can make fun of me for being old, I get it. I hope the next one, so Persona 6, they age the characters up. Like I would love to see somehow a connection between 3, 4, and 5 with the characters older, you know, in their adult life. They don't have to be 40, right? But I want them to not be kids. It's terrible. It's terrible. So then it wouldn't matter if it was like an adult romancing the protagonist because the protagonist would be an adult. But then please, for God's sake, don't let them then romance teenagers. Yeah, dude, Joseph, exactly. I'm ready for the Persona game with college. Get out of high school. Give me college. I think it'd be fun if the next Persona game was like the adults. Like, you know, Shojiro and Tai and like Dojima. Like if somehow they all got together and it was like the adult version of Persona, like and it's old people and their backs hurt, like that'd be funny. Cord does not hit standard. She's a limited only unit. Barry does a crap ton of damage. Like, what did Blade do? 1 billion on his guild boss? They need to go check his video. But he did over 1 billion points on his guild boss with Barry. I'd love to have a team of Makoto, Yuki, Akechi, and Kasumi. That'd be an interesting one. Not very synergistic, but fun. How many before P6? Is P6 a myth? Adachi. I would spend for Adachi. Third Palace is peak. Third Palace is fantastic, Bagus. They, from what I understand, and I haven't fact checked this myself, but a few people have told me about this, is the scenario writer for P5R, so the third semester, is the writer for the palaces starting with Palace 3. And I noticed, even with the bad translations on KR, I noticed the difference in story writing. Now, it is a very lengthy story, so get ready for some cutscenes. Yeah, Grim, exactly. Yeah, it's over 1 billion damage. Now, he's doing it with an A6R6, but you can still do really incredible damage with an A0R0. College Persona, yeah, I think College Persona needs to be their next move. I mean, I get that they want to draw in like the younger fan base, but a lot of their fan base has also gotten older. Is A6 Akechi really the best unit, barring the cost to get him? I don't know, because not very many people have him at A6. It's not enough in the community to really assess that from my perspective, but also like the practicality of many people actually getting an A6 Akechi is very few. Yeah, even just give me college. I'd feel slightly better. Now I'm still past my prime of like wanting to like look that way at a college student, but I would still feel better than it being a teenager. Give me anything older, please. Yeah, you're adults dating kids. Like, that's just weird. I don't know. I'm sorry. Y'all can hate me for it. Call me whatever you want, but it's not. I don't want to be on an Epstein file for playing Persona. Zenkichi is the GOAT. Yeah, dude. If they bring Wolf into this game, that's a hard spend. I will be buying him. Haru. Yeah, so yeah, they're in College and Strikers. You're right, Devin. You're right. Because Makoto finishes high school. Well, they both do in P5. Yeah, dude, I kid you not. Vino is one of my favorite characters in this game. Vino is still used today. Like, Vino is in the Berry team. So if you're pulling for Makoto, Vino should be on that banner as a 4-star. She's a solid unit. Persona in a corporate office? God, yes. There's a video game I've thought about making, and it takes place in a corporate office. There was an opening movie thing for P6. Oh, I've never seen that, Fulu. Yeah, it's the new Half-Life 3, exactly. It's GTA 7. GTA 7, Persona 6 crossover. Lucha, there's definitely certain scenes that imply sex. What's her face? One of the Velvet Room attendants. It gets implied. But either way, it's also like, it's cute and wholesome. I'm just, several years outside of that span of life. And keep in mind, like, I have teenagers in my house. So, like, for me, my view on a teenager is very fatherly now, because that's just, I have one that's graduated and moved out. I have an exchange student coming back, what it's looking like for next year to finish like high school out here. And so, like, I'm used to having this group of age in my kitchen, joking around, coming to family game night, making food, teaching them life lessons. Like, my view of a teenager is very much a paternal thing now. But yeah, and I still do like a lot of their stories. It's not like I dislike teenagers. It's nothing of that nature. It's just I can't get into like the romance part of it, because again, I'm thinking of it from like a very fatherly perspective. You should play Like a Dragon. Okay, I've heard of it. I haven't actually played it. Vino is still relevant. Yes. Wonder how long this game will last. Squid, I think quite a few years, honestly. And that's not just copium. Like, I honestly think it will. Wolf and Sophie, easily going to be characters. Yeah. I love Strikers. I need to do another playthrough. I wonder if they upgraded it for Switch 2, because I got a Switch 2. Bro, 38 doesn't particularly bother me, just suspending disbelief. You can also just forego the romance. Yeah. It's like I said, I don't think like the stories are bad or anything like that. And there is a level of suspending disbelief too. It's just my perspective of it as I've gotten older and have literally raised kids through high school now. Like, I just mentally view it differently, right? Like, it's even like my team at work. Like, I know it sounds cliche, but like the younger staff that I have, to me, it's still very fatherly instinct. I'm like, hey, let me guide you and mentor you through your career. Like, let me teach you life lessons that I screwed up on for 15 years, and hopefully you make better choices than I did, get you, ahead in life. And so, like, characters like Dojima, characters like Sojiro, like, they resonate with me because they're like that fatherly figure who are just looking out, for the best interest of these people without completely stepping on their lives. So like, that's where my head goes. But no, like when my son had a girlfriend, like I thought that was cute. Like, whatever, like, oh, cool. Like you got your first romance, he had his first heartbreak. She moved and, they had to break up. So, like I still see it, but I still see it from that fatherly perspective. I don't think there's a way for me to change that. I'm too ingrained into being a dad now. But there you go. If you want fatherly advice, I can give you plenty, because God knows I've got almost 20 years of experience in being a dad now. Pretty soon. My oldest is almost 20. No, Fulu, I'm not asking to remove it. But again, like, I still play the games. Like, obviously I can't have that much of an issue with the fact that they, have these interactions, because I'm still here playing it. It's just, I think you can enjoy it and just have moved into a phase of your life where it just means something else, but still enjoy it. Like, I still enjoy the gameplay, the stories. Like, I like watching them have their social interactions and build their confidant rankings and stuff like that. Yeah, JC, I know exactly what guild you're talking about. Somebody in our guild threw that up in the chat, and I was like, oh, okay. We're gonna like not post that in guild chat anymore. Tactical characters would be fun, especially Arena, because she's got like a cool design. Like, I think her design would look really cool. But they did just do the flag girl, Turbo or whatever. And so when they first showed the picture of Turbo's flag, like a few of us thought, like, I wonder if that's going to be Arena. Will there be an all velvet attendant banner? Like to pull on them? There's none of the velvet attendants are in the game yet. Toshiro would be crazy, yeah. Don't scroll through chat 69 and P5X. Yeah, those are things I just feel like I don't need to do. Do you have a favorite element? Probably nuke. Nuke or ice. Whenever my daughter draws me as a dragon, she's like a super fun artist. She always makes me an ice or water dragon because I'm from the East Coast and I like grew up on water. So ice I'm particularly a fan of, but nuke I think is just cool. A6 R5 everything. That's insane. Go for it, man. Whale that stuff out. Keep us going. Elizabeth with Thanatos. Yeah, that would be a sick character to launch. I wonder if they would do Marie from P4G. She'd be an interesting one. If you know, you know. Oh god, Fulu. Like, my kids will say stuff, and I'm at that age where I have to look some of it up. Like, my favorite is they came home talking about Skibbity Riz, Ohio. And I knew what Riz was, and I lived in Ohio for a while, so I get the context of Ohio. But I'm like, what the hell does Skibbity, like the toilet dude, have to do with this? And so I legit had to go look up Skibbity Riz, Ohio. And I felt embarrassed that that's something I have to actually look up now. And they'll say other stuff. Like, that's not it. I'm just like, oh my God, like, what? What does that mean? Beast mode, I am like 2 minutes behind you. So friends, it's almost 12:30. I've had fun chatting, but I definitely, I got to do two things. She may have left. I may have missed a goodbye, but Melissa dropped those gift memberships, and so I will absolutely honor that and get Rin so she can live vicariously through my Rin A1. So I'm going to log off. I'm going to do that before I lose the chance to get that pack. And then I'm going to bed. Jonathan, I'll answer this question last, and then I'm going to drop. But recommended grind revelations, you could do a little bit at 60 just to complete your 4-piece card sets, but then I wouldn't touch it again until 70 or 80, just so you get better drops. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of stamina that you could be using for stuff that will level your characters. And leveling from like 60 to 70 or 70 to 80 on the character and weapon is more stats. So you want to focus that down first. Dun, dun, dun. Thanks for the guides. Of course, of course. So tomorrow I should hopefully film the version 6 personas. So I want to get that out hopefully Monday. If not, it'll be early next week. And then I want to do the generic fusion guide, which is not specific to characters or personas themselves, but just more of like what I did for the Revelation guide. It's like the overarching system of it, because a lot of people have asked for that. Thank you, Falcon. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Velvet Room Attendants would be sick, Micro. I would pull on those. Thank you, Moth. All right, that's it. I ended up staying here talking for far too long, but I want to get up in the morning and have a nice little walk with the family. So I'm going to go to bed. Everybody, thank you. I appreciate you coming to these streams. They mean a lot more than you could possibly know for me. But with that, until the next stream or until the next video, you know the drill. Please take care of yourselves. Good night, everybody.